NFL Combine. Final day. .507 for Joe Alt. And I'll get to the Combine 40 times in a second for the offensive lineman. But why are we looking at day 3? We're looking at the bench press reps. There were no bench press reps for the quarterbacks. 4 bench press reps for the wide receivers. There were 4 bench press reps for the 19 reps for Flournoy. 12 reps for Jaquan Jackson, 13 reps for Ladd McConkey, 13 reps for Bud Means. And the running backs, 26 reps for Braylon Allen, 27 reps for Corum, 23 reps for Isaiah Davis, 23 reps for Estime, 12 reps for Frank Gore Jr., 24 reps for Holani, 23 reps for Lobb, 25 reps for Marshawn Lloyd, 18 reps for Kendall Milton, 18 reps for Kimani Vital. So So Carson Barnhart. And so that means Graham Barton is not running the 40. Wait till you see his footwork and his speed. It will translate. He's going to be a smooth operator out there today. And last but not least, it's not how you get the job done. It's getting the job done. And that's Christian Haynes from UConn. It's going to be really awkward when you see him playing football. And if you're going to fight with it, you better pack some lunch and dinner. But he does get the job done. You mentioned Greenfield, by the way. He's got 38 and a half. Keaton Bills is up next. I'm going to promote the... No, because we got the weigh-ins. So no, I will not be promoting this article. I will, no. I was thinking about it, but we got the offensive line bench press and the offensive line weigh-ins. So 5-4-1 for Bills. Tanner Bornolini is next.
Yeah, Rich and DJ, Joe Alt is super interesting. He was actually originally a tight end, and obviously at the O-line position that has helped tremendously with his agility, but he said his body, we spent some time with it this week, his body was growing so rapidly, he started doing O-line drills while he was still that tight end, and his dad was a tight end, of course, in college. He told him to switch, so he made the switch, but he's just incredibly athletic at 6'8". He was a hockey player in the second grade, but guys, he got too big for the skates.
Very good. Andrew Coker, TCU. Transfer from Alabama. Oh, no, sorry, Coker. There we go, 5'3" left tackle. I love
5'3"
out there listening in your world, DJ, get texts every now and then. Somebody's chimed in from your world. Cleveland Brown once upon a time. Dane Brown is only one of the greatest players in the history of North American sports. Pretty bad whiff by us. Except his last name wasn't Browns. Okay, so technically, on a technicality, yeah. Bills with an S, right? Plural. Grant Coleman, another Clutch arms, long arms. You create a lot of movement in the run game.
So Dankwa Dankwa's not running the 40. Neither is Driscoll.
GT's got a chance to stay at tackle or kick inside.
4.99 for Brandon Coleman, folks.
Doug Peterson checking out the interior alignment and tackles that are here today. Ian Rappaport.
Always a fun game, Richard, trying to figure out which country club or golf club is on the hat of some of these head coaches. I got a lot of questions for Doug Peterson there. Anyway, let's get through some of these big-time offensive line. Schrager mentioned it. This is an excellent class. I think more maybe than we've ever had in the combine, and really, really high quality. Take a look at where some of the big-time guys have been spending their time this week. First of all, Joe Hall, who is so tall. You can't believe how tall he is. Joe Hall spent some time this week doing official visits with the Jets, Titans, and Chargers. Obviously, Chargers and 5 would make a lot of sense. The potential blindside protector for Justin Herbert. Oregon State tackle Tali Fuanga, guest of the Insiders from Mobile, good dude. He spent time with the Chargers, Raiders, and Rams. What you're kind of getting here is a landscape of who's going to do all the homework on the big-time offensive lineman. What about Bama offensive tackle J.C. Latham? He met with the Jets and described it as a dream about possibly blocking for Aaron Rodgers. Obviously,
Yeah, Olu Fashanu currently up.
Topic this offseason for you.
Thank you, sir.
And Fashanu with a 5.11.
For the Penn State Nittany Lion, he is 12th on Daniel Jeremiah's top 50 list. How about his high school team with him and Caleb Williams? I imagine they probably didn't lose a lot of balls. No doubt about it. And now here is number.
So Fashanu played at the same high school as Caleb Williams.
He's one of my favorites to watch too. He is twitched up when you watch him. He can roll his hips and he is nasty. So he's running pretty well here. Rolling downhill. Big men running. Everybody needs him. Everybody needs somebody to road grade or protect them. And there are a ton of good ones that we're watching here today.
Oh, what is his name?
Still early. You want to maybe grab a coffee?
With the Wells Fargo Active Cash Card, you earn 2% cash back on what you want, like coffee, ping pong, a movie, karaoke, and 2% cash back on what you need.
No. Just my shoe.
Like maybe shoes without laces.
Just a shoe, folks.
The Wells Fargo Active Cash Card. That's real life ready.
So those are the 40 times that took place.
I'm an assistant to help you out because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear.
During the commercial break, during the beginning of this combine, ladies and gentlemen. But we're going to go back.
So, what's your deal with all these codes?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha 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 ha.
See, Smokey thinks I'm funny.
So what is the next big thing? Well, Galaxy believes the next big thing is you.
Me?
Yes, look at you. You're open to experiment. You open your heart.
I haven't played this.
And with the power of Galaxy AI, you're opening more possibilities. And open your imagination. You're putting all that power in your hands. The next big thing is you.
My biggest fear in the middle of my addiction was that I would never be able to get over it and that my kids wouldn't have a father. And I started thinking, you know what? This isn't my story. For the longest time, fear held me back from ultimately being who I wanted to. I had to become a better man to be a better father. It was important to me that my kids are empowered and truly believe that if they can think it, they can do it. Sometimes I imagine what I'd write today for my dear friend Martin. I remind people that all hate thrives on one thing: silence. The people who will change the nation are those who speak out, who refuse to be bystanders, who raise their voices against injustice. When we stand up to silence, we stand up to all hate. So here's the 40 we missed while we're in break. Blake Fisher, teammate of Joe Wall, the right tackle, and Warner might kick inside the guards.
5-2-1 for Blake Fisher.
Offensive lineman, Jeremy Flax. Right tackle, Kentucky has a big man, 343 pounds. Might refer to as my basement. Ron Foster, 5'3" flat. And now, the number 10 on your top. He's so good. Everything he does is so clean, Rich. He just doesn't get beat, and he is nasty. Elisa Fuaga.
A 5-2-0 for Fuaga.
Gadlin right there. Now here's Nick Gargiulo, South Carolina.
Nick Gargiulo.
He cut his hair. He had the long hair going. Yeah. Sweet stash. He took the flow right off. Yeah. That's a choice. He started 36 games. He's played center. He's played left guard. He's played left tackle. The Yale transfer. Gargiulo, 526. Stacy.
Rich, I heard DJ talk glowingly of Washington's Troy Fautanu, and we spent some time with him this week. He obviously, they're all going to tell us this, but he thinks he's the most versatile lineman in this draft. But what's really cool about him, he was a really good volleyball player.
Matt Goncalves will not run the 40.
I mean, he would crush the ball, obviously, but he joked with us. He said it's a lot easier to jump when I was 60 pounds lighter.
Delmar Glaze.
The agility of those jumps, all that footwork, the lateral movement really translates to the league, or the football in the league.
Here is Delmar Glaze, Maryland Terrapin, also the name of Mariucci's famous favorite donut shop when he lived in Southern California. The Glaze?
Delmar Glaze.
Thank you very much. Nice. It's late. It's late in the week. I know. You see Delmar, I think of the racetrack. It wasn't
Delmar.
Central Florida's Tom Grable.
Yep.
6'6", 311 pounds, started 27 games. He played under control.
So Ladarius Henderson's not running the 40.
Anchor a little bit. See how he bends and moves around the field, working out as we get along here. Yeah, his career at Jacksonville State. Winding up in Central Florida. Great time. 499. Garrett Greenfield of South Dakota State. He had the best vertical leap of any lineman in the last 20 combines. 38 and a half vert. He's a 6th-year player too. He started 55 games. CD, you're a Garrett Greenfield fan. Yes, was it? Did I lose Charles? No, not
There he is. I'm excited about this guy as we take a look up there. It's the Cowboys Brain Trust and Stephen Jones checking things out. But Greenfield, we already heard about him breaking the record for vertical jump. matchup, right? Yep. DJ always talked about how these things translate. Cannot wait to watch the 40. I'm really eager to watch him get the feel for it.
Yeah, Garrett Greenfield about to run his 40.
Especially pass pro.
We see, again, a lot of 60-year guys in this draft class. So older, more mature, and have played a lot of ball. So kind of popped up there. If he drives out a little bit more, he can get that time down. Here's Tyler Guyton, Oklahoma. In case you're wondering, we almost threw it alphabetically, the G's of this group. It's O lineman number 31. There's 65 of them. It's a big group. This is going to be a good time here with Guyton, former tight end. It's the guys we're talking about on the other set. Good athlete. I thought he'd run a little bit faster than that. The 10's good. Holy Cross. Trying to give Stacy some homework. Give Stacy some homework real quick, then we get over to Peter. But Stacy, we'll think and find out what happened with Fashion. I don't know if we're going to see him run again. I think he might have pulled up going through his 40. Peter?
Tyler Guyton, I'm surprised. I thought he'd be sub 5. I've heard a lot this week about how he is the most athletic of this class and maybe the most versatile. He played H-back and legit tight end, like you said. Surprising the number. We'll see if he can prove that second time.
5 flat for Ransom. As you know, 5 flat for Ransom means it's the witching hour. I was thinking of Bebop, but you went Scott, so that's why we
Yeah, so winners and losers from
Visit stjude.org/run-bitch-run to tell you and tune in to the 2024 NFL Draft on NFL Network to see which one. Why are you here? State your purpose. To find a place to rent. I know renters when I see it. Who is this guy? It's the top priority when you move to a new city or galaxy. Apartments.com. We can help you get into a lovely one.
All right.
Zoom anything? I like these guys. Apartments.com. The place to find apartments. Mr. Clean Magic Eraser powers through tough messes. So it makes it look like I spent hours cleaning. And you know I did.
It makes my ride shoe look like new. It's amazing.
It's so good. It makes it look like I have magical powers. Magic Eraser and sheets make cleaning look easy.
Ro now offers GLP-1, the revolutionary weight loss medication everyone is talking about. With Ro, get the care you need to lose 15 to 20% of your body weight with one quick shot. Get started at ro.co/lose20.
I'm gonna get some deodorant. It's commercial. So yeah, final day online and done.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Learn more at adoptuskids.org. These young men have worked so hard, and tonight their dreams come true.
Hey,
So exciting. 1AC. Time to get the show started, Detroit. I hope you missed while you were at commercial break. We watched
Christian Hayes at UConn. Moving.
He played those 3 tiers. That's a good run.
503. There's a lot of stopwatch sharing in the scout line. I watched after that for Christian Jones. And nicely done.
Good time. Right tackle.
Just a little off from Xavier. Just a little bit. Aren't we all? Matthew Jones from Ohio State. 5-2-1. Aaron Jones, one of the 6 Michigan Wolverines in the offensive line group. 18 Wolverines here, a third in the offensive line group. And here's another. Trevor Keating. Michigan. Left tackle. Michigan. To my right. As we watch Isaiah Adams go through his second 40. He'll stick with the first. And moments ago, we're going to go live. There we go. Joe Alt. Again, a lot of folks have this guy in mock drafts going to the Chargers. Sean Slater already has a lock, a pro lock, an all-pro lock on that left tackle position. So this would be the bookend, quite a bookend to say the least. 5:05, so he slightly improves. Gets a warm ovation from the Golden Donors who are here in the crowd. This segment and this group this day at the Combine is officially for the boys. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Taylor Hawan.
How are we doing, gentlemen? We were talking before the commercial break. Someone's missing on a turkey sandwich, so all the producers in there get on this turkey sandwich. It's all good. We're marathoning. We're not sprinting. It's all good. Day 4. It seems like the energy's a little bit low today. It seems like the people aren't really feeling it. They put all the big guys at the end. I suggest putting them back at the beginning.
Okay.
Let these big hefties with the 5 flats with a lot of energy in the building.
Meaning just the first, they just come out of the gate with it.
Yeah, come out of the gate. I'm pretty sure that's how they used to do it back in 2014. And also bring back, they should not give these offensive linemen any option other than tightly fitted outfits. You gotta work with what you got, baby. You can't be wearing this loose fit stuff.
Like what we're seeing right now, is that what you're saying?
See, I tried to pull that a little bit.
So the number 5 is the finish line off there.
With the scouts. You gotta be able to finish through the line for her.
OL 23 in 2014, that's what you were?
Yes, sir. They,
You have the nerves? Did you have nerves on that day?
are you kidding me? They broke it up into 2 groups, but they still do now. They went OL1 to OL22 in the first group. So I was the first guy going in the second group, and I thought I got 22 guys to watch first. Sure enough, I had to go with the 40 was at the first thing you do. And what I did, I was going to run well, and I was hoping, like, please, just I want to have the best time. And at that time, it was me, Jake Matthews, and Greg Robinson. So I took my time. I started the back of that 40-yard dash, billboard sign, and I took my slow Beyonce walk, as they call it. A couple of deep breaths, and then just ran like the absolute wind. It was a time. It really was. And as soon as I hit the 40 and I saw that it was under 5, I thought, anything after this, nothing matters. I didn't think I'd take anything else serious after it. I was just happy.
You had a 47.
Yeah, they were moving.
The 2 things I remember about you that year, A, was the time and how fast you were, and B, was the tan.
Yes.
Golly, you were tan out there. What was the key there again? You told me this in the past.
Hours and hours in the tanning booth. It was
Thank you for
yeah, Tom, absolutely. There's no question. Listen, we all know.
Look at that. Look at that. Can you hear us?
You see this pale, pasty white man sitting here at the same time 10 years ago. It's nothing different. But listen, me and the boy Zach, Martin, and a couple other guys, we were down at Bradenton, Florida. We decided to jump over to a tanning booth. I had a great time doing it. Burned like hell. I thought I was going to piss off like nobody's business. When we get here, I felt like it works out. The more tan you are, tan, tatted, or tone. Those are the 3 ways to look good. And I didn't have that third one, so I thought I did the first 2. It's a big deal, man. Anything you can to allow some scouts.
Does it make you look faster? Is that what it is?
Tell me, I mean, the 47.
That's right. Rollins ran 171. That's good. Damn.
Yeah, I believe it was a 164 unofficial, but who's counting, Rich? Who's counting?
Is that a true fact that you just told me?
You can look that up. Yeah.
Well, no, I just looked up the fastest 40 of anyone 6'7" or taller since we've started covering.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
I
that's
did
it.
not know that.
Yeah,
It's a
that's
party
a
of 1.
That's a second for the boys right there.
That's lovely at the top, boys.
Wisconsin. There you go. Nice. Good time. Oh, yeah. What's it?
close.
I love it.
So they can see it. Oh, it shows up here. Oh, yeah.
I feel like if yesterday was the IndyCar races, today's the Truck Series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All business up front.
So the first group, we're getting the second 40 times for the first group. J.C. Latham is going to be in the second group. That's the one notable name, but most of the good linemen are in this group. But Latham's in the second group.
He ran fast too.
Initially, he was actually faster.
Yeah.
So I was kind of salty when he came over and said, hey, 40, whatever. I said, oh, you got to be kidding me. Let's go. It's all like we're banding together in the corner over there, man. It's a good deal.
That's what, but I really dig it. I'm glad that this is the setup because that helped with last night. Where Xavier Worthy crossed the line, saw 4-2-2, went nuts. 16,000 fans here saw it at the same time too.
Yeah.
It led to a memorable moment. Here we go.
Good flow.
Flow.
Just the boys were on each other.
I love it.
I don't think he went to a tanning bed though.
No, you see that, Bonnie. There's no way that's tanning. That just burned.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Giving it hell the whole time. That is outstanding. You see to relax the face when you're running. You did not take that advice.
He's 6'8" and change, 313 pounds, too. That's a big dude.
I believe we're about to get the news you were searching for. DJ, take it away, Stacey.
Yes, DJ is Rich. Penn State's Olin Fashion, who I just spoke with him. He's out for the day, unfortunately. He's got a right thigh injury. He told me, obviously, you see him, he's icing it currently. He told me that he should be okay by Penn State's Pro Day, which I believe he told me is March the 15th. We will double check that. But, guys, he is ultra competitive. He's in good spirits, but obviously disappointing. One of the top guys in this draft, he will be.
Well, I think that first time, Stacey, was like a 5-1-1 we had it. You could see him. He kind of pulled as he was going through it.
March 15th is, in fact, the pro day for Penn State. So there we go. It's nice and unfortunate day. Does not appear to be in poor spirits.
You know, from my understanding of this, over to teams with 1 year starter decided to come back. It could have been a top 10 pick
Last year it would have been, yeah.
And for that to happen in this situation, he's still going to make himself a lot of money and make one franchise very happy for the next 10 years. So, no, next up Peter Swansky. But those boys go to battle for 10 years.
Yeah, they just got to keep adding pieces to that Titans offensive line.
Yeah, that was a sore subject in the year of 2023 for those boys in Nashville, Tennessee. But they will be all right. So I'm talking about the bag of shirts can't get out of that.
All right. He shaves him off.
Fun good guy.
Yeah, he's a big man.
All right, let's take a break. Taylor Lalonde's in the house with us. Rob and Borderline.
Oh, that is a beautiful hair combo.
Right there. Oh, yes. Mullet Central, otherwise known as the
Order Pizza Hut now and get a free large pizza wing. That's a free pizza on your next order. So you can pizza now, then pizza again. Free pizza means your next dinner is covered. Your future self will thank you. Get it while it's hot. Only at Pizza Hut.
When migraine strikes, you're faced with a choice. Ride it out with the trade-offs of treating, or push through the pain and symptoms. With Ransom, there's another option. One of those words paths to eliminate migraine pain. Treated anytime, anywhere, without worrying where you are or if it's too late.
Do not take withdrawals of 3A4 inhibitors. Allergic reactions to Ubrelvy can happen. Most common side effects are nausea and sleepiness.
Migraine pain relief starts with you. Ask about Ubrelvy. Learn how AdFeed can help you stay.
Catch all your favorite off-season content on NFL Plus Premium. Stream exclusive off-season coverage from the NFL Scouting Combine, the NFL Draft, free agency, and more. Relive the biggest plays from the season with full and condensed game replays. Stay connected through the offseason with 24/7 football news and coverage on NFL Network. Don't miss any of the offseason action. Access NFL Plus Premium today on the NFL app. In the military, you're trained to
We're just waiting until the commercials end.
Now more than ever, our service members, veterans, and their families are being targeted for identity theft and other online scams. The impacts can be devastating on finances, careers, and our national security. Go to fightcybercrime.org. Learn how to recognize, report, and recover from cybercrime, and protect yourself and our military and veteran community.
You can make money the hard way as a bullfighter or a human cannonball, or save money the easy way with Xfinity Mobile. Existing customers can get a free line of our most popular unlimited plan for a year. Not only will you save hundreds, but you'll also be joining millions who have connected to America's most reliable 5G network. Sure is a lot safer than becoming a stuntman for money. Get a free line of unlimited intro for a year when you buy one unlimited line. Visit XfinityMobile.com today to learn more.
40 number 2 for Talisa Fuara. Oregon State. The competitors 5-2 flat. He did. Nice. He's one of the easier guys to evaluate in school classes. And they get paid. Sophia Gadlin. 48 starts for him. He runs a 5.51 40. That's what he is. All right, let's pull up those pants. Nick Gargiulo, South Carolina. His first 40 is a 5.26. Let's see if we've got a. So another one's going to be 24 as a rookie. No, we got a bunch of 6-tier guys because the Copa. That's right. He runs a 5.26. Yeah, we've got guys that start 57 games. That's right. Oh, yes. Bo Nick started 61 games.
Yeah, Bo Nick's in his early 30s now. How old is he?
I think he'll be 20. I think he's another one will be 24.
He can throw the ball though. He can really get it done.
Mark Glaze, Maryland.
It just feels right when we've got an offensive line group with a Crumb and a Glaze.
Nice.
Absolutely. So many ways to go about those two words.
A little bit good now.
Try to slow it. Here we go. We'll stick with this first.
We got a bunch of a handful, at least in this group. I think you'll see tackle to guard those.
Or leading Crumb sounds like one of those shows, right? A crime fighting duo. You know, they got mullets and they got a nose for trying to solve a case, right? Doesn't that sound like?
Yeah, but it's always a taste that gets into the end result
Yeah.
of that crime.
Mm-hmm.
Crumb, get over here. Take this for a second. But, you know what that is? I do.
Tortellini and Crumb. They are your current unofficial leaders. The offensive line group.
Are they both running the same 40?
Yeah.
It's a duel between the two of them. You see, it takes over fives.
John Fredo.
Nice.
Tyler, when he was running too, it's like very sweet. When you did hear speed, it was even better. Ran very smooth. Some of these guys are out there. So
Ground pound straight.
yes.
I think you would have given us a little Hulk Hogan hand at year
Maybe
after
something,
after
yeah.
your 40.
I would, definitely showboated a little bit more. I probably would have ran faster. Like, there's more people in the building.
Here's another one here. 55 starts too.
Yeah, 24-inch chain. Not a great move if you want to run fast. Could break a tooth here.
Garrett Greenfield, South Dakota State, now running the 40.
Better time.
Seems like the average will deal with this 2024 combine.
And for tackles, the number that we're shooting for is for the top tier guys is 4.95. With the interior guys, it's really 4.96. No difference really. It's Tyler Guyton. I thought he would run a little bit better than that. Let's see if he's got a faster time here.
We should get a little quiet on this broadcast. You still nervous because the number 608 since we're not messing with the voice?
Not at all. First of all. Second, I'm a good host, so I defer to the guests. You know, you're here. Absolutely. You know what I mean? That's second. And third, you know. Hold on a second. That's C.J. Hanson's coach. There he is. Bob Chesney.
You got the boomer hose on the phone.
Not working.
Good thing person, brother.
I don't know if he knows it's for the IG. It's not for the gram, I guess.
So that's for his own personal vault.
You know, I wanted to come on the show and I was ready to come to Nashville, but you had training camp. So I said, I can't do it. So the date was picked.
Yeah.
2 summers ago.
Yeah, the date you brought to me when it was like July, I think you do August 7th. And I said, no, it's an off day, but I still have camp. I need to focus on my craft. I'm trying to bring that Lombardi trophy home for the Tennessee Titans fan base.
But I just do it to prove that I was ready to do it. I think way longer than 600, whatever days it is currently right now.
I think it's at the point where you probably shouldn't ever come home. Just be like 10,000 days in.
It's like he's rolling about 907. Christian Jones. We're going to get jackets this week.
40 years. Today was your role. Give a nice speech. We're a good man. They never picked all of his promises. He became those promises.
So yeah, I mean, there's 3 more 40s left, and then we are done. Yeah, Kingston.
Never beat the University of Michigan, but still got the invite to the combine.
Look at you.
Probably going to be an absolute stud. Just kidding, Ohio State fans. We're having a good time here. Be afraid to laugh. 5-2-1. Got to improve with that time. Gets him to start. No highs. He's finishing strong, digging deep, and doing the same thing over and over again, except with different results. That is the definition of insanity. Unfortunately,
Here's a Wolverine wearing a tight skivvies here.
so we have a strength coach like her, man. You're not afraid to show what you got. And listen, we don't go off to I'm impact body followers. Even his freaking tribal tactic is not the best. I had that.
How much are you down, by the way, right now?
In life?
No, from weight.
Oh.
I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm just looking to see how much weight you were doing.
I need a job. I've got 60 pounds right now.
Oh my gosh.
And it's, I would stop now.
Kind of short stuff with it.
Yeah.
I want to say he improved it.
It's like he.
Stacey.
Rich, you guys are gonna love this. Frank Crum, I just talked to him. He had the 494, stoked about it. But the first thing he told me, he's like, is the lettuce getting some action? That would be his hair. So you would call it the lettuce. The lettuce is getting some action. He is pumped. And as for who takes care of it, his fiance, Caitlin Brown, she gives him this goop, keeps it nice and curly. And here's the backstory on his hair. He actually had a mullet like 4 years ago, he said. He shaved it bald. So he said, this is 2 years of growth. And guys, he's so pumped to represent the state of Wyoming. 3rd generation Wyoming football player.
Fantastic. Leonard Scared cover band is what Frank should be in. I thought Alan Jackson's his wild cousin. You know, just a little more with the flow. That's right. That's right, Frank. Good flow. All right, we've been watching 40s, so I just wanted an excuse to be able to show this one. And people go, why are we watching these guys run 40s? Best translator all. Let's just have some fun, okay? Let's just have some fun and enjoy watching Trent Williams back in the day to rip off this 40. Look at him, that's like a running back. The way that he's running right there. So, okay, we're not going to run like that in a football game. You're playing in the box here. Well, not if you're Trent Williams. Just wanted an excuse to be able to show these with him on the dead run, just annihilating other human beings. Just sprinting outside and bodies go flying. It's a yard sale. Trent Williams gets out there. That's it. I just wanted an excuse to be able to show that. Nicely done. Nicely done. Out on the field for the drills. But before versus OL23 2014. The legacy versus the fake fake.
Let's go. See you later. Here he goes, pulling away. Oh, let's go.
It almost looks like you burned a Pop-Tart there.
Did that?
Wow. And even in this time, look at the legs go.
So all the corrections have been made. All of the proper corrections have been made.
On-field drills.
On the field drills are coming up next for the offensive line group. Olu Fashanu got injured during his 40, so he will not be participating in those. But it's an opportunity.
For all of life's laundry questions, it's got to be time.
The all-new GoDaddy Arrow helps you get your business online in minutes with the power of AI. With the perfect needs, a great logo, and a beautiful website. Just start with a domain, a few clicks, and you're in business. Click now to feature at godaddy.com/arrow.
Last year I had Alt ahead of Fashanu. This year I have Fashanu ahead of Alt. Last year most people had Fashanu ahead of Alt. This year most people have Alt ahead of Fashanu. It's very interesting how things change. But I honestly believe that's a 1A, 1B situation.
Sometimes men's problems can be hard to hide. I just picked up a golf tip that completely changed my game. I just learned on rinsing my hair. I think I'm depressed.
At Ames, you don't have to hide. You can connect with medical professionals who create personalized treatments for ED, hair loss, mental health, and more. Get started today at Ames.com.
You know you don't have to wear your PT gear anymore, right?
It's comfortable.
So how's feeling like treating you?
What's the time?
When I got out, I didn't want to admit that there was anything wrong because I felt like a failure. And then I realized like there's nothing to be ashamed of. So I started talking to someone. Maybe you are fine. If you're not, it's okay. Thank you.
If you or a veteran you know needs support, don't wait. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach. You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you know the big stuff. Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. There you go. Super Bowl champions. Now, get the gear. The Kansas City Chiefs have won the Super Bowl. And you can get your hands on the official trophy collection at NFLshop.com. Include the Super Bowl t-shirt, hat, and celebration towel. They wore on the field. Now you can wear it everywhere. Shop now at NFLshop.com.
So, is this the top tackle in this year's draft? The son of Chiefs vet John Alt is here at the combine. Let's check on Joe and his large and in chargeness. What do you have, sir?
Yeah, it's a massive human being, and he uses his length to be able to keep edge rushers away from his chest. You just can't get to him. He's so big. See how wide his base is. You know, he's not an elite fender, but what he does, he uses that length of pass protection. In the run game, he can create a ton of movement, and he takes outstanding angles working up to the second level. As you see him just clobber a linebacker. There's a real efficient mover. Got an interesting nugget with the speeds we're able to get. That he was at 14.14 miles per hour at 5 yards. So we think about the 10 at 5 yards, he was at 14.14, which breaks the record since we've been doing that track net over the last 2 years. So it shows you that quickness getting out.
That is exactly what you're looking for. You're looking for the mauler in the phone booth, right, as you said. And then you're looking for somebody who can just get the burst off the line and hit some people. That's about it.
That's what it does. Is Big Sean down there?
Sean O'Hara, I believe, is part of the mix with Terry Lewan down on the field.
Hey, Rich, what's up, DJ?
What's up?
Just waiting for Taylor Lewan to come on down here. Look, I love that you're talking about Taylor Bortolini. I text Drew Christensen this morning. I'm like, I can't wait to see this guy. Look, Taylor Bortolini sounds like an Italian entree at the special. I know it's not nothing that you would ever order on the menu. DJ, you stick your straight hamburger. But Taylor Borlini looks like a stud on film. Like he looks like one of those natural centers in this class. It's funny, he's still rocking the mullet.
All right, so
He's paying homage to Joe Tippmann, who went to second round. But the one thing I think that's going with the rock music with Crow and the hair, to me, it looks like Sid Vicious. I don't know if you guys professional. He's got a little Sid Vicious in it, long strider, but he was pumped.
Some slipping there. Yeah, all it's got to keep his feet underneath him a little bit better.
Yeah, so now we're on this wave drill right here. So never in my life have I ever started a drill on my back in the game. That's not really what you look for. But what they want to see right here is just getting up off the ground. And this is all a movement drill. This is a functional movement drill. The big thing for all these guys is watch them as they go left or right, back and forward. Their hips raise up. You want to try to stay low. Some guys, also, they start getting a little bit tall.
You don't want to clickers here either. Jump.
Like so, you want to know, can you move that leg unilaterally when you go to change direction?
Carson Barnhart there. I mean, there's six of them.
Yeah, I don't think I said that before. 6 on one.
That is a record. That is in fact a record.
This dude's still right here.
Over 80. Yeah, look at how he's able to move here. He's got tackle. He can play inside if he wanted
So
to.
much power. I would like the Zach Martin a little bit.
Charles, you down there too?
I am, and I'm listening to Sean and enjoying you guys up there with Taylor. I'm thinking while I'm watching these guys go through things. Let's go through those guys. Sean O'Hara, Taylor would love to play in today's NFL, offenses. DJ, you showed Trent Williams going in motion out there. Taylor LeBron, the way that he moved, and actually he was allowed to go in motion and do these things. I think he did that much with Tennessee. And Sean O'Hara, with his movement skills and with snap and pull, he would be Jason Kelsey today.
Here's your guy,
Number 2 CD.
Here's your guy, Bortolini.
Yeah, look, I mean, this is speaking of Sean and all these real athletes. Super athletic. Let's see right there, no problem whatsoever. A lot of quickness, does a great job reaching. Sean's face.
Sean, a bunch of these guys, we talked about how good his classes as well. But just to challenge so many of them are going to have to play, get on the field right away. We talked about taking your time with some of these guys. This group, these guys are going to be thrust right into the starting line.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of guys. There's centers that will be great no starters, certainly guards, and of course the trees. You know, look, it's like the California Redwoods down here down these tackles.
What's the biggest challenge, though, for these guys, in your opinion, going from college to NFL, getting on the field right away?
Well, look, it used to be all the stuff going on in scrimmage, but in college now, they're doing that already. I mean, how these guys, you watching the film, DJ, you're fast forward to 15 seconds just to get into play because they're sitting there in their stands at the line. You see, you don't see them kind of bend down.
Don't lean, sit down a little bit.
That's the challenge. Can maintain movement. I think for these young guys, it's the speed of the game physically and mentally. So now all of a sudden, look, these defenses are adjusting. It's the movement, the blitzes, just having that three-step anticipation of what's happening in front of you. That's the challenge for these guys. And I think what's made it even harder is with the new CBA and the lack of practice reps, the lack of time. They draft a guy in the first round, and then you only get 7 padded practices in training camp. That's not enough.
Look at this kid move. He's a stud, absolutely. Just watch him move.
Yeah.
He's just comfortable in that bend. He's comfortable in that base.
Yeah, Father Tom or
There's no pause in his game. He's changed direction. There's absolutely no pause. Just everything's real easy.
He's going to be after Taylor Godzilla. He's got the worst view of the nose.
Here's Fisher. Right tackle. It's a big tackle. There's a 5-star recruit coming out of high school that throw him right into the lineup. But he's young. He's a really young player. So I think there's more development to take place there, but I think he could pay off to being a starter down
He
the
was the first player in world history to start at that time as a true freshman.
Here's Zach Frazier. But they haven't been playing football very long at Notre Dame, so I don't know what that means.
Yeah, so Zach didn't learn before the right.
I can't believe he's even able to do this. The timing of his injury at the end of the season, that tells you how competitive he is.
Yeah, he wants to be out here. He's just been good. This guy right here.
I mean, if he gets penalties not for pancaking a guy, he got a penalty for jumping on him after. besides speed. Okay, but I'm all for it. Just how aggressive he plays, and he just unloads on guys. He can uproot players right over his nose. He's a talented, powerful guy. Taylor Long has made it down to the field.
We're here, boys. Listen, Taylor, I just want to let you know that a bunch of the guys said they were going to check your man card for a minute on left game and fake it. So I think we got an O-line fine. I got a couple people text me. We should put that right in there. That was the last time you faked it. Right now, it's all real. Listen, we're going to talk about fake picking. It's March 3rd. And you're going to take it.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That is a jersey. Yeah, that's
anything to keep the Scouts on eyebrows raised. That is what we're here to do. Tan with Mendes in no question at all. By the way, Rise is phenomenal today. This is a great basketball player. I just want some free grown men in underwear. There's nothing like this right here. This is awesome. This is great. Jacket. Really tight the room.
nice. There's Garrett Greenfield. His workout. When you look on the street, he's played 65 games of college football.
That's a lot. That's 4 more than Bo Nix's record, 61 starts.
Insane quarterback. So guy didn't run as fast, but you can see his movement here. Like he's an athlete. Yeah. I thought he was running the best thing. Yeah, he's laying on his feet. Such a safety.
So smooth. Like his film, I mean, it's just he kind of glides around. And I think a lot of these jerseys going to showcase well. I like this guy here, CJ Hansen. He's a Jersey boy. What do you call him, Jersey?
Yeah, interior line.
Fast feet. I'm not making it fast. I'm just trying to assume that the next move is going to be red. That's what this was all about. The sooner action right there. King Jurgens. Yeah, right there.
Christian Haynes is a good player, guys. He guarded. He played some center at the Senior Bowl and showed that he was capable of doing that. Sean, on the positional value, being inside that room, how important is it nowadays to have guys that can cross the other spots?
Well, I think it's huge. I mean, we got a couple of guys that play all over. Gone from tackle, gone from guard. Tackle. I think you're right, guy like him. If you were to run the football in the NFL, you better have some guys kicking guards. Those are the guys that really drive the ship when it comes to running the football. So I think that we get some power at the guard position. That's how you make your head.
I like Christian Jones here from Texas. Why he's going to be a day 2 pick.
Right, so he's kind of hopping right there. If you want to put that foot in the ground and it's already under there. You see when he's going side to side right there.
He's got some stiffness. He's got a little bit of stiffness in his hip. He's got really, really quick feet. He is a finisher when you watch him, though. He latches on and finishes dudes.
Finish their line, I'll tell you what, John, there is a great versatility in this game, but there is a saying in the NFL, the more you can do, the less you get paid. That is a saying.
Specializes cash.
There is value. I'll say this. Like, so I played with Tackle College, then I came in and started playing center, and I started playing guard. I played guard, maybe a better center, because I knew, what he really helped me. And then when I was playing center, I knew what the challenges were for the guard. So it kind of gives you good perspective when you play other positions. As a who needs help versus what defense. All right, here's a guy right here. This is Taylor Long, 2.0. Turkey. He's got the same tattoos. He looks together. Look at it. With an athlete right here, he's moving well. Yeah, I think what's really good is we're on top of everything he knows. Right? Yeah, I should have put down a couple of beers with Brown Joe that remind me of Taylor Long.
Nice. All right, let's go through and look at the tracer. We do it with the fast guys. Let's do it with the bigs as well. There's Falatanu talks about how easy he moves. Some people question whether or not he's got to slide inside the car. I put that to bed. This dude can play tackle. His arms are very long. You see the way he can move. Zach Frazier, who got hurt in the season finale, I thought we'd wait till the pro day to see him move around. But he's out here already competing, showing how competitive, how tough he is, and looks good going through this drill. Wow, look at how quick his feet are. Real light for a big, powerful man. I feel like I'm watching the little kids dribble on the field here with these guys. I like it.
Let's check out the next drill. Oh, and boy, do we have a good one to show it off.
Yeah, we're going to pull. This is the one everybody will agree is the best in the NFL. Has been for decades plus. check out. We've got 3 different versions of these bowling drills coming right now, guys. But I don't know if there's a better one to study than Jason Kelsey when it comes to this stuff, Sean.
You ever gonna have a brotherly shove drill here at the combine? What do you think?
I'll get down real low, and you gotta go.
Exactly. Listen, we got drills mimicking actual football. Right? Might as well just go.
I saw tight ends try blocking sleds. We have why are the linemen not pushing?
The long pole.
We asked tight ends to get out of the way. We don't want them to block everything. I want them to get out of the way.
Is that coming?
Are we confirmed that Fred is not going to make an appearance today?
No, Fred the sled.
So, here's a pop.
Let's see what there is. No sled.
Just right there. That's nice. Yeah, for a left tackle, I think they're doing a lot. Like right that's a cutoff block right here, going down the line. So this one of the things when you watch this drill, you see them pull, you want to see that hip dexterity, and they open up with that right leg right there, and they drop step, they want to step back to the pocket, they want to get around. And then as they get to that cone, you see a lot of guys will try to like get low. So that means that they're raised up while they're running. There's BB. Yeah, it was so powerful. He was through all that movement.
Yes. He's a big talk about finishing dudes.
The other thing for all the young lads out there that want to be an offensive lineman, it's a big, easy cheat code for this right now. You're kind of throw that arm behind your hip, like you're tucking your back pocket. That's going to allow your hips to open up more. You're doing way more athletic than you actually are.
Hey, CD, anybody body type wise down there surprise you at all?
You know, overall, not a surprise because I'm kind of used to them being super massive and going along. The guy I was interested in watching DJ and Taylor and Sean was a name Decker.
Yeah.
Because just by body type, since you brought it up, DJ, gives me Zach Banner vibes coming out of USC. A guy that still has a good, still some growth to be that we have there. And so he has to cut it up a little bit. Be eager to see when someone gets their hands on him in a true weight room, a true project, see how it looks later.
Yeah, I thought he was kind of like a practice squad candidate, someone who's going to need some time to develop. And he's met 353 pounds, almost 6 foot 8.
So you're going to take a shot and see if you can develop that. That's for sure.
Of course, the center prospects actually do this stuff.
So that's Frazier right there. Talk about his wrestling background, guys. This is a state champ. This is someone who his junior year, his longest wrestling match lasted 51 seconds. Yes, he is a 4-time state wrestling champ. 51 seconds. That's a quick pack. That was the longest match he had that year.
DJ, we could have a center wrestling tournament when he gets to the league. Him, Creed, Humphrey, Tyler Linder. I mean, these guys could all go at it.
It's not only, Sean, too, I'd love to get your thoughts on that with the wrestling. You guys have all got, teammates who've been around wrestlers your whole lives. There's not only, like they were talking about the leverage and the strength and the balance. To me, there's like a discipline that's ingrained in those guys that's just a little different.
Yeah, I mean, it's balance. I mean, it's the hip power. Like, you want to be a good lineman, you got to get really hips. You got to have good hip power and racing hits. And good job. So that combat, you're down there, you got to move people. You've got to generate some power with the hips and your hands. I also think with wrestling, yeah, the mental aspect of it, like, yeah, you're on the mat. Like, it's a grind. Also, they're just going to do it differently. I also think they got a little dirt bag. Yeah, if you're wrestling, you got a little bit, you got to have a little bit of dirt bag in you to be a good one. But whenever you go involved, the guys you want to mess with the most is the 135-pound wrestlers. Those guys are disciplined.
Cauliflower ears. You ever see cauliflower ears? You run in the other direction.
You mess with the cauliflower. There's something about a psychopath that wears a trash bag as a t-shirt and tapes it to his body just to lose weight. That type of discipline is the stuff that you do that, while you're playing ball. It's an impressive thing. It's an impressive thing to be done. And also a quality show.
Last time I got to the 40s, it was a record overall. We have not won. No.
40 times are up. I'm going to be updating those officially now. Fautanu at a 5.01. Cooper Beebe 5.03. Haynes 5.03 and Jones 5.04. So those are the top 10 times for the 40-yard dash. All right, so now that we've got those 40 times updated,
Not two, but four. Sub-540s, and indeed, the fighting team of Bortolini are on the case with 4.94s. And Joe Alt, his top speed is 14 miles an hour. That's the best we've seen. I love these new metrics we're able to get. The way to evaluate these guys, I'm all for it. That's what happens when you put a chip on the shoulder, literally. They figuratively all have it. We're going through on-field drills here today with the big guys.
and they're going to commercial. Yep.
So this is pickleball? Pickleball! You trade for more and stand there ready for whatever gets served up. Take that over to chest. I'm going to work on saying for retirement or college, since you like to get school.
Yeah, so these are my notes on Group 1 so far. Very detail-oriented. Lots of notes on Group 1. I think this is on pace to be longer than last year, and that's not my intention, but the running back notes were longer than I thought. The quarterback and receiver notes were shorter than I thought.
Fact versus fiction with Backflip. Fiction, it's too expensive to remodel back. Fact, with Backflipper's tub over tub process, you'll get the back you want to fit your budget. Backflip, it just fits. Go to backflipper.com to book your free consultation. We're in deep pool drills, as you can see.
Deep pull.
Sean O'Hara, Taylor Long, Charles Davis on the field, Daniel Jeremiah in the booth, Stacey Dales, Robin with all the stories. Charles is left. Chris Rose and Peter Schrager are on the desk of the concourse. We get them involved. Final day of the scouting combine here in Indianapolis, 2024. After today, let's get around Fort Hotel over the next couple hours from his position here as well. Franchise tag deadlines this week. Next week, new league year. Off we go. This free agent time, and there's people with a little bit salary cap a little higher than they expected. Money burning a hole in their pocket, so that's going to be a fun aspect of it. Watching this drill, guys, to me, Flogger, we just went through this a little bit ago while we were break. I thought it was tremendous. But Charles, I feel like I'm Fred this slide's agent. I'm a little upset that he's not being allowed to participate today. Do you have any updates on why that is?
Yeah, I actually talked with a couple of the coaches, scouts down here, and yes, DJ, they feel your pain about Fred the sled, but what they've said mainly is that they have a hard time evaluating. And the quote I got was, unless you're holding the sled or holding the bag, it's hard to get anything out of it in terms of watching. And then he added the caveat, by the way, you'll see all of it in pro days. So they've tried to streamline the process here, understanding that on their pro days, you're going to see some of the other things that you're talking about looking for. But Fred the sled, not here.
Well, there's an easy fix for that, CD. We all this next gen stat stuff, we can put a sensor in there. I mean, Drago had one before. Like measure that came out like 88. Yeah, what if we got to be able to measure force on the snow right here, the shock factor? I'm sure Taylor Long would take a shot at that too. So he can such a there wouldn't be a whole lot of power behind it, but I'm a whole push down there. Whenever he gets scored, he destroys.
Well, Lauren, in the business of advocating and complaining at the same time, if you're letting the center prospects snap the football and you're mimicking a snap for everyone else, where the hell's the football? I mean, you just have the football on a stick for the tackles and guards and give the actual football to the centers, which is what they're doing. So we all have issues. We all. with some issues. Thankfully, there's some sanity from Stacey Dale. Stacey.
I try to bring the sanity and levity, Rich. So thank you.
Well done.
The centers are just so interesting. We spent time around Zach Frazier out of West Virginia. You guys talked about the wrestling background. Guys, he was 159-2 as a wrestler, the 4-time heavyweight champion. But what's really cool about him is he just wants to run block. He actually said this week, run blocking is his favorite thing to do. He'd rather tee off on people. He said pass blocking's fun. This is a great peek inside to his mind, you guys. But he just wants to go to a team that loves to run the football. And also, 4.0 GPA, finalist for academic Heisman. He's going to be a gift to a team shortly.
Thank you, Stacey. Under 59-2 also sounds like J.J. McCarthy's career football stretch.
Nice.
Didn't you say to him, how many football games has he lost?
I think it was 3 over the last 7 years.
2 in high school and 1 in college.
It's a pretty good run.
Yeah.
He did see lost a couple hockey games, though.
His hockey days are over. What's the short goal?
Now, here we go. I'll defer to Sean down there on the field. We've got 3 different pull drills, Sean. Tell us what we're looking for here.
Yeah, this is really kind of a full drill.
Yeah.
So we got a down block, the guy on the right is down blocking, and then the guy on the left is kind of pulling around him. So you're really looking at 2 different things. The down block guy, I want to watch that first step. What kind of momentum ground are you getting with that first step? And are you getting that second step down quickly? And then the guy on the left is pulling. It's all about that hip flexor. Can you open up and clear that down block? And what kind of first step are you taking? Ground, or you up and step? You also can get a good visualization here. And you had a great stance, but you can see guys. If guys have tight hips or tight ankles, when they get down their stance, they can't get down as well. You can see it in their ankle flexion if they're a little bit tight.
Hey, Sean, can I get in real quick there? Because you brought that up. And Taylor, you played with Nate Davis at Tennessee, and he came in with a stance that I think had to be adjusted a little bit. You're used to seeing those guys come out of different stances, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, you guys do mistakes all the time. For me, a lot of coaches like to coach. We do their stance, and that's what we're going to do. But for me, I'm a big guy. Do what works for you as long as it doesn't affect the play. And I think these guys, we feel a lot right now. With these down blocks, they're not always going to win. So you need to have the ability to get around it and then get more vertical into the field of play. So this is a bit of a cuter drill to me, but showing these guys the hip mobility, how quick they get out of stance, that's everything.
It's like Joey Mullen showing up here. So that's the real Chris Ballard.
He's down on the field. He's sitting right next to us up here.
He took a seat down there.
Yeah. Hey, DJ and Rich, guys, I just talked to Chris Ballard about that, and he said that he wants to get a better sense, feel, size, everything else. So he says he always looks to get down with the O-line drills, and I'm sure he does it with the defensive line as well. But he always says when he goes on the road scouting, he has to get on the field to get a real sense of who these guys are and get a real feel for their size and their movement.
Is he also, can you ask him, is he scoping out Crum's lettuce for himself? Did he say he's throwing it out for a couple of years himself?
You remember who he was throwing it out with? Cut his hair? So I think he may talk to Crum about, hey, since we're all living together, let's just try to do this.
All right, here's your guy, DJ.
Yeah, he moves easy. Keep in mind when you're watching him, he's 324 pounds. And his movement, everything does is real easy.
Look at all the numbers that were popping up here. 0 sacks allowed in all of these pass protection plays.
That's exactly why, if you're Chris Ballard, you want to be down here to see that guy. Because when you watch him on film, like he's a man with a guy, and then you come down here and you see him moving around at that size, like you get a little better appreciation for how athletic he is. And trust me, his framework, like you mentioned, his punch, he's devastating. He's got a little Brian McKinney in him, kind of almost like with his punch, and maybe a little bit of Jordan Mailata in him, the power that he kind of brings. But these guys, he's rocking the crop top right now too, which so let you know he's got a little flair too.
The other thing about him, Sean, is a lot of times you get these kind of violent, nasty guys. They're on the ground all the time. He's never on the ground.
Well, he's got good balance. Nice hip flow right there. Yeah, so as these guards or tackles kind of come around on this little full block, this is right now they're getting up to the second level. The coach here is pointing on the ties of Williams for the Steelers. While he's pointing to give them a direction, really what you want to see as you get to that second level is you kind of want to chop their feet a little bit. You don't want to get juked by the line Your teammates.
Yeah, I might have actually seen that.
Is there anything worse than you just take a level of play and just completely withdraw like that? There's not a worse feeling.
All right. The star of the show. One of the best in the business, Jeff Stoutland. The Philadelphia Eagles is going to run this drill right here. Audio delay. Oh, really? Yeah.
So we got the on the field drills here.
Everybody in here wants to see it. Slide your feet in protection and change direction. That's all this is. Okay? We're going to start with a right-handed stance on the start. Okay? So you're in a right-handed stance. Okay? You're going to be facing me. I'm going to give you the direction. You're going to go this. So you're going to be facing me. I'm going to give you a direction. You're going to kick twice. Okay? It's going to be, you're in a 3-point stance, please, on the right side. Then when we go to the left, you'll be in a 2-point. I'll say, sit go. And then I'll hit. Then you're going to go 3 kicks, flip your hips, and turn and run. Okay? All in balance. Balance and body control. Nothing leaning forward. Everything's over your hips. But give me 3 kicks at the end, then turn and run. Let's start at the top here. Let's go. Let's rock and roll here. The Eagles, Rich, just I'm just pouring out. He's got the shirt tucked in. He's locked in, man.
You notice this exact same thing. That's why I was punching in at all you guys. He had the shirt pulled up, and he's got big tattoos of Samoa across his stomach. Proud of his heritage. But just now, when it opens his mouth, and the shirt's tucked in and down, and all of a sudden, you're straightened in your shoulders like the principal walked in.
Stout had 2 cups of coffee, did some deadlifts, and walked right out of here. That felt ready to rock and roll.
You know, it's been a while since he's got to work at anybody. It's just
You can pay attention to where their hand if they get to the center of the X, too. If they don't get to the center of the X, he'll get after them.
so this is interesting right here because also left down right when he's on the right. He gets here so a little bit.
If he goes 5 to the Chargers, that's going to be his home.
Right foot, kick it. Might go.
People look at you do it, let's say this next one, so we're going to get this home. So
That's a good point, though. I mean, the Chargers aren't moving to Sean Slater. He's anchored there.
Yeah, Taylor, you can speak to this perfectly. I mean, the challenge, flipping sides.
Oh, that's where I thought the joke of the more you do, the less you get paid. I truly, this is not a joke. Because I'm in a couple of positions. People guard. I don't lie about being able to play right tackle. You can go back and watch my combine. I look stiff as they come at a right tackle stance. And so I was praying to God wherever I went, there's one tackle always big bust for a while. How about being right there? That was good for how about the pop? Like, he almost took the guy's chin off with the shoe right here. So watching the footwork here, if you want to see that kick slide with the change of direction, is always key. We used to work on something called a tilt. You kind of tilt to the inside with your upper body. So when you kick out there, you can power step back with the left. As they go to redirect, I want to see them step with that left foot first, not throw with the right foot. Right, so there's the independent good like
The more than any go, his feet are really, really good, man. He's got quick feet.
What do you need? Who's Coco? Everybody wants to see you kick your feet. Slide your feet.
he's got right here.
Big dude.
Powerful legs right there. So, watch this.
He goes left tackle. Look how light he is. How light on his feet.
He is so quick with that change of direction. All right, so just drill now. We take this into a game. All right, what's going on? This is a game like a twist. You got to tackle and twist. And we're going to tackle some now. not needing a punch. Defensive tackle was trying to penetrate, trying to pick.
You think if Aaron Rodgers is watching this right now, he's texting Joe Douglas every time he sees Fuaga go through it.
Oh, yeah, I think he's probably sent him about 5 different texts. I'll take him. Just a different guys through here. But Fuaga, this dude.
Do you think he gets NFL Plus in the Darkness retreat?
Good one. Yeah, it'll be 5G or something when he steps out.
Yeah, why don't you FaceTime him and find out, son?
Didn't he say he would text DJ with my number?
No. Check the record.
See that? See that? So everybody's got, it's like your own stances, you're pretty much everybody express comfortable with you. I look like a little reverse rate on the day in the back of the day. Charles Strickland, because they go on that slip, but ready to go do it again. Don't get too wide.
Look at that.
Some of the tricks here is where you're in that last foot on the horizontal. You want to get back in the line of scrimmage when you're coming and snapping that back. Once one of those things helps you get finger twist. Here's Dane. So that's large baseball for him. Another good drill for Hanson.
He's played all 39 starts at right guard. Powerful.
Yeah, he's twitchy, right? That's power. That's a punch. One hand.
He functioned as the sixth offensive lineman a lot of times, Trey Jones.
Yeah, Trey, that was a good one right there. All right, Keaton, let's see. We're going to rear right here. Oh, there it is. Oh, it gets so nice to do it twice. That's some sweet cleats right there, too. Yeah. Good right on there. There goes Canal.
Good stuff there. I mean,
What's up at DQ? 2 sauced and tossed chicken strip baskets, all white meat chicken, and your choice of new famous flavors like honey barbecue or new Parmesan garlic. Hurry in. We enjoy flavors at DQ. DQ. The all-day, everyday tan by Public Rec. More comfortable than jeans, more stylish than sweats. With the all-day, everyday tan, you can choose your waist and leg sizes to guarantee a perfect fit. Now comfort looks good.
Substance use disorder and addiction is so isolating. And so, as a Black woman in recovery, hope must be loud. It grows louder when you ask for help and you're vulnerable. It is the thread that lets you know that no matter what happens, you will be okay.
So what is the next big thing? Well, Galaxy believes the next big thing is you.
Me?
Yes, look at you. You're open to experiment. You open your heart.
I haven't played this weekend.
With the power of Galaxy AI, you're open to more possibilities. And open your imagination. You're putting all that power in your hands. The next big thing is you. Might not see it coming. It's pre-diabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. But you can escape. Take a 1-minute pre-diabetes risk test to know where you stand and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Be your own hero on smartphones everywhere at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Hey, hold up. Nothing wrong with getting up.
If I promise to look into it,
We drop in and help you build this future. I ain't need no help. If you or a veteran you know needs support, don't wait. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Catch all your favorite off-season content on NFL Plus Premium. Stream exclusive off-season coverage from the NFL Scouting Combine, the NFL Draft, free agency, and more. Relive the biggest plays from the season with full condensed game replays. Stay connected through the offseason with 24/7 football news and coverage on NFL Network. Don't miss any of the offseason action. Access NFL Plus Premium today on the NFL app.
All right, that's the left tackle version of this drill. The left tackle stance, if you will. He's comfortable there.
Yeah, comfortable in that power. He's got a heck of a punch. I tell you, he's got some highlight films, some highlight moments that are just phenomenal.
We'll get his XO all here in a little bit.
Seeking the strong.
And Flaga's got a fun one, too. I mean, Frazier, I'm telling you guys, he got hurt the last game of the year. There was not an expectation he would be doing anything here. He was going to take all the way to get to his pro game. Let's get a shotgun snap right there. These are pass block fills. Here's Fulaga.
So Fulaga's now to play left tackle. He's really a great tackle. So I thought that looked pretty good.
Not bad.
They stay on the right side of the clear. And then during the commercial break, we did a look at 740. It turns out Trevor Keegan did also go to the team with he told you that in confidence.
I mean, it's the Lawan approach. It's obviously a success.
Hopefully it holds it up. They learned from the best right there how to do it. So this drill, this is a two-punch drill. The last one was just punching to the inside. So this is now, punching the defender. So as a tackle, right, if you have to sift or trolley, whatever those are called, you're sending to that defensive end up there, and now you got an inside backer that's going to, you got to redirect and come in and kick up once you do this in instant protection. You got no backs, and so find the protection they want to bring the extra favorite side. So that's what this drill is really doing. Can you kick out there, punch it, and can you cut your base and come out there and the ball? So at least that's the situation as a left tackle. You know that the quarterback's hot. You got that he knows he's hot as well. You take as much off the team as you possibly can, and then save that last hit on that inside back. But Dean was hot. He's got to pick up that real quick. Yeah, because he has to figure that out.
What do you mean by hot, Taylor?
Hot means like there's more rushers than all the guys protect. So he knows he's got to get the ball out in a hurry, whether that's a check out of the back, slant route, some sort of shuttle across, get it out of your hands in a hurry because you don't have enough guys out there. It's hot now, Red City. You know,
Certainly if you're fake bacon like this gentleman. Hail to the Sanders singing hail.
That's good work right there. That's what the national champions do.
That's right.
Trying to win. Yeah, confidence. Tennessee confidence in that job.
At Big Ten championships, you know what I mean? Look at this building, right? The last 3 Decembers, just point out. All right, guys, I mentioned that we'll get you some Fulaga footage here. We talked about how great he was for the Oregon State Beavers at right tackle. Everything you want from the skill set. You want to talk about dominating in the run game? I mean, this is him, and he finishes. He moves people at the point of attack on the front side or the back side. He's athletic to reach and cut off. Here he is getting up to the second level, no problem, and you'll see bodies go flying repeatedly when you watch. And the extras would have to body there, okay. But the first one was free. At the Senior Bowl, he shows up to compete, and he was dominant. You look at what he does here. Once he gets his hands on it, he can sink, he can recover. This is against Latu. First round pick. Watch how this ends. He's a dominant player. When you look just body type comparison wise, this is the body type. Think about Brian Bulaga, a long-time starter in this league. The numbers match up quite well. Fulaga, I think, even plays a little nastier version of football. But to me, he's plug and play. Throw him in at right tackle and don't worry about that position for the next decade. There we go. Very good. There's a lot of chatter for this drill. I always go back to this one, you guys, when Richie and the rabbits. Yeah, the other player, you guys, you for sure did that, Taylor, right? You had a rabbit on the other side player.
I can't remember. I think this might have been the first year they were doing the coach back, which is a huge win. The rabbit drill, I was always the luck of the draw. Like, who's my rabbit? Like, if you cut the big boy, but then we were there, you got to figure out this is a good enough rabbit. We need to change the direction right there. So, like you're saying, DJ, with this drill, there's no rabbit, so now you're just reacting off the coach and which direction is playing. So they don't want you to guess, and what they want to see is how much can you chop your feet, and with that change of direction, are you getting on one leg? Can you unilaterally step with that outside leg? Before Barley is just flying.
So Sean Barley's numbers when they came in were almost identical to Eric McCoy.
Interesting. I thought McCoy was more of a power center than his
Oops, but their testing numbers, McCoy ranked 489 coming out. That's it. To me, it's always fun to just see how the numbers, the different style players with the numbers and the frames are the same.
So see how Coker's moving he's moving his opposite foot first. Like he's not moving the outside foot, but he's moving left. He was moving his right foot first. There you go. Come on, bro. Stay down. Stay down low.
This will line up your quads. This will line up your quads pretty good too.
Peter?
Rich, as we're watching all these guys down there, I was walking on the field too, kind of talking to some of them, but I asked an NFL executive, who's your favorite interview this week of all the players, quarterbacks, running backs, everybody? Fuaga came up on 2 different general managers' list as great personality, all business, a lot of self-confidence, but if you look at him on the field, he's been dominating these drills. Fuaga apparently has that leadership trait they're looking for as well.
Thank you, sir. Sean and Taylor, when he was awesome, Fontana was elite, just one
We gotta show that game. I mean, that's the poster child right there for how dude's drill.
As a player, he reminded me a little bit of Barrett Tucker, too. When Barrett Tucker was coming out, Barrett Tucker's played guard and tackle when he's been healthy. He's played well when he's been out there. When we come back right here, our coverage on-field drills, and there's one group of linemen before these on-field drills, and then we will get on the first day smoking out of Indianapolis.
We're building a better postal service. All parts working in sync to move your business forward. For more value, more reliability, and more on-time deliveries. The United States Postal Service, built for how you business.
Old Trapper beefs. One of it.
I love Old Trapper. I love how tender it is. Don't forget the wood smoke flavor. Savory beef. Quality ingredients. I'm their biggest fan.
Old Trapper. What's your beef?
At Granger, we know the ones who get it done wear a lot of hats. That's why we're always here for you with professional-grade products and the knowledge to help answer tough product questions. Call thegranger.com or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
I'm an actor in an ad. I was given 12 seconds to remind you that if you're high, just don't drive. Because if you feel different, you drive different. It's illegal to drive high everywhere anyway.
Lowe's. You don't just want a low price. You want the lowest price. Did you say lowest or lowest price? It's basically the same thing.
If you find a better price somewhere else, we'll match you. Get the lowest price with our lowest price guarantee. You got this. We got you.
Dear moms and dads, we know it's not always been easy, and it's been a lot of hard work. What you have achieved here today is going to help us and our
Yes, so right now,
It is why we are coming on stage to collect your diplomas. Love you all.
yes, so my notes for Group 1 of the offensive line, pretty lengthy notes, by the way. But, you know, this combine is going to be until 5 p.m. I think we're almost done with Group 1.
Let's take a look here at the mirror drill. You're not going to see the MPH go up very high in there. That number's going to stay down. So let Joe Hall go through it. Fontano, I mean, everything he's done, he's made look easy today. He's got the most dynamic, the most explosive feet of anybody we've seen work out today. Fuaga, again, he's just been really clean and efficient in all of his movements. Moves around like somebody who's about 30 pounds lighter than he is.
It's like they're highlighting the same word of awesome.
So let's keep going right through that. Yes, exactly. Rich. Let's keep going through that. The pole drill, we get the MPH numbers on that one. Again, just fun new metrics to take a peek at here. Bordolini, he was the fastest running the 40, I believe, right? We have those officials that come back yet, but not a surprise to see him get the MPH run all the way up there. 4.94 was official. There you go.
What's that from? You're good, Mike. Yeah, this is the last on-field drill for this group. And then
The screen drill.
the final offensive line. Get out there today. Sean Howard, Tanner Lamb, Charles Davis, Stacey Dales on the field. Then Rappaport up on the combine concourse with Peter Schrader and Chris Rose. Jeremiah, right? So I think I guess you guys say, Taylor, what do you think?
They always look good. They're definitely moving well. I think Keegan did a good job in the change direction drill. And so yeah, kind of these boys out here. They definitely have a lot of support. Having so many at the combine, so I'm sure they're way more comfortable. Especially winning 3 different championships in this building.
Drake Nugent and Zach Zinter are the final two. Obviously, Zinter won't be working out here today.
The injury. We just saw a second ago, though, Sean Beebe, I thought looked really good going through this drill.
Yeah, this is the screen drill, so you're going to see them pass setting basically, and then carry the defender down, just kind of punch him inside to clear him. And then they're asking them to shuffle out to the coverage. That's not going to happen. They're not going to get out of the game. So as soon as you throw that guy inside, you're turning and running. But they just want to kind of see, can you shuffle, can you keep your hips square until you get to those cones. Now, the one thing that I know Taylor used to do too, like you get a defender like this, and explain the game, you want to launch that, you want to roll so he can't retrace and get in the screen. So the punch here is just as important as the footwork, but again, it's all the change of direction stuff. As these guys change directions, you're just watching the hips rise up. So there's lots of this is going to be a clinic. It's got great feet. I mean, look at him, he's so agile.
He looks like a big running back.
He beats up space laterally, man. That's impressive. So one thing that I'm noticing here, like with Fisher, a couple of these guys, I think some of these guys have their hands going on their knees. Like Taylor and I were talking before, like he had to learn how to sit with the hands up to strike. You want to be like a boxer. You want to have your hands up ready to punch. You want to have down low. So as you're watching these guys, let's watch for a while. Let's see where his hands are. Where does he carry his hands when he sets out before he punches this back?
Oh my gosh, how about that? How about the twitch? How about the twitch and the change of direction right there?
That was excellent COD right there.
He's killing it today. Stacey Dales.
Well, follow Tano, guys, and all the conversations I've had this week, his name recurringly comes up out of Washington. Just so violent. I think that's the biggest talking point, just how explosive he is, and he knows it. I mean, his mission is nastiness, and it shows up on his tape.
Another fun fact about Cooper Beebe. Went to the same high school and college as Eric Stokes.
Nice.
Hyper High, Kansas State. If only the Chiefs needed interior linemen.
They're pretty spot there right now.
Yeah, they're pretty handled. Like a tackles, right? They'd have to be in a tackle market, don't you think?
Yes.
The last overall pick in the first round if there's one. Yeah.
And there's a bunch of them. And Snow Street does have access to the draft for
I know that, yes, as a fact. So it's either a tackle or Ladd McConkey. That's the 32nd round pick of this draft. If they
I got a couple worthy texts last night, too. Everybody says their opinion of who they don't want to choose.
That's what happens when you are dynastic in the first back-to-back champion team since 03-04. They play music in the union?
Yeah, he's a big good up there. He's looked good in heavy. He's going to be a starter, you guys. He looks super athletic. Does a great job with his hands. He's a very good pass. One of the things that's hard to replicate out here with a guy like Christian Jones, he's got outstanding awareness. And there's no way really to dig into that out here, even get on the board with him and talk about that. But what he sees when you watch him on tape, like he's games, twists, he's got really good eyes.
There's Trevor Keegan.
Keegan's bringing the drill a little bit down his ass.
Anybody got a flip for us today? The challenge has been issued for a crew.
That's how you show up. That's how you do what you had to do. It's time to get paid now, boys. Get paid.
Now he's Gatlin. Wrapping it up. In the middle of that offensive line group. So, what do you think here?
This is a loaded group, and we got another one coming our way here. Fun to watch some of the guys, not the top tier guys, but watch some of the other guys have their chance to shine. Tom had a nice day, ran well. Zach Frazier, but not expect to see him come off injury. He's out here competing. Fuaga has been awesome. I think he's a lock to go inside the top 15.
One more group of 40s and on-field drills. The 2024 NFL Scouting Combine. If you feel like
There we go. So I'm going to set up the code.
because when the cost of living goes up, we find new ways to go up. It's why we're here. That's a promise,
There.
not a promo.
That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 more paragraphs. I don't think I'll need that many paragraphs, but just in case the Group 2 write-ups are as lengthy, we have that prepared for Group 2. And we'll go back to the 40 times here on the live stream, folks. Jarrett Kingston leads off Group 2. Or Brady Latham, I don't know. But this is what we have to presume.
So visit BXG.com or call us to book your fitting today. BXG, nobody makes golf clubs the way we do, period.
Where there is light, there is hope. And it only takes one person to bring that light to thousands. Someone like Taylor, who helps students choose a college education that leads to a career. And Zonia, who's showing kids how powerful their voices can be. To those that will turn on the lights for the next generation, we see you.
You can make money the hard way as a bullfighter or a human.
Or we can just
save money the easy way with Xfinity Mobile. Existing customers can get a free line of our most popular unlimited plan for a year. Not only will you save hundreds, but you'll also be joining with millions who have connected to America's most reliable 5G network. Sure is a lot safer than becoming a stuntman for money. Get a free line of unlimited intro for a year when you buy one unlimited line. Visit XfinityMobile.com today to learn more.
Everything comes out of these. It literally tastes like it just came out of a restaurant. This is incredible.
Is it sitting? Is the lifesaver?
Discover the only system of chef-crafted meals, smart oven, and app that makes cooking as simple as scanning a QR code. With Tavala, you can easily explore a wide array of meals, artfully crafted by talented chefs. It's like magic. No mess, no prep, just effortless meals that are ready to go. Discover the magic of Tavala today.
Indianapolis, Indiana. NFL Scouting Combine. Yes, fans in the building. Nice.
2024 NFL Scouting Combine presented to you by Noble. A bunch of big-time athletes still working their way down on the field for 40s and then for the drills. As for the bench, running backs, best May, 225-23 rounds. Pretty much expected with that big Charles.
Yeah, you would expect it when you watch him play. Power is his game. I know he's a little bit disappointed in his 40 time.
Marshawn Lloyd, this doesn't surprise you, 25. Yeah, keep pushing it through. What's a Schrager counter at? 225.
He rolls out of bed for 225. Now, probably hard with a coffee. But you notice all three of these running backs, Peter, plus-size running backs. I think they're making their return back into the game. Because the defenses are getting smaller. You want those guys to run inside and pound them.
Blake Corbin, 27. It's going to make Taylor Lewan proud on his way.
And you don't think they can go to Michigan and not work out and get away from the deal?
We talked about this at the beginning of the day. The Jackrabbit showing off the jumping skills. Garrett Greenfield, that's an offensive line record at 38.5 on the first and 03.
He was really smooth in the drugs. His 40 didn't pass away because that's just not what he really the bird, the jump, and then, of course, the actual drugs was great today. Played on some terrific football teams. South Dakota State. Now they're riding what North Dakota State was doing. Here's Tyler Grable, transfer from Jacksonville State. That's Alabama, folks. Where Rich Rodriguez is now the head coach and going to UCF. Nice little project there.
Joe Alt could be the first lineman off the board. It's just amazing. I mean, this guy's over 6'8", well over 300 pounds.
And Peter, sometimes bloodlines do. Dad, one of the great Kansas City Chiefs of all time, of course, plays his entire career in
Their Hall of Fame as well. Yeah. Or Leedy, I think, was a name that a lot of people weren't familiar with.
We're talking about all these centers coming in, but you hear Zach Frazier, you hear Francis Powers Johnson, you would hear Graham Barton. Tanner Bortolini today jumped up on that center board and did that.
We didn't get to see much of this guy, Basha. Unfortunately, injured after his 40, should be okay for his pro day less than 2 weeks, but still you saw the athleticism on display for a little bit that we did see.
Just turn on the tape. That's all you need to see. You'll be fine with them. And this young man started the day. He's one of the stars of the day because Talisa Fuaga, also Oregon State, big time day as well. But if you forget about the University of Washington, it wasn't just Michael Penix throwing to those great receivers. He had that little bit of time to throw. At the time, it helped provide.
Yeah, guys, it was really interesting, I thought. I almost compare the offensive lineman part of the drills to the Masters. The TV doesn't quite do it justice, right, with the undulating green. You guys were both down there, right? You could get a feel for what you were seeing down there.
It's a great value to be on there to see them in person, and Chris Ballard was down there to get the same exact thing. Fuaga just seems to be going at a different speed for me. And that's just my take. I'm not a scout, and we're going to talk to all the general managers throughout the week. It looked like Fuaga had a certain fluidity to him where it did not seem like work. It just seemed natural, and an intensity that I liked as well.
And speaking of fluidity and also an intensity, how Joe Belcher with Jeff Scott was going to have been running drills. They came up, right? Whether they were rotary or Joe Walton crew, everyone was snapping to attention like the principal was in town. And now you see Joe Walton with those drills. This is why he's going to be in line to be the first tackle off the board. And someone's going to be very excited to have.
You think Justin Herbert's sitting there saying, I'm having one of these bookends?
Oh my God, Rashawn Slater, Joe Walton, that? Yeah, I think he's probably been texting like mad. Joe's the general manager.
He's a guy with 38 starts at tackle, and then, of course, you look at the bloodlines. But also today, he measured it 6'8" with an 81-inch wingspan.
Remember, Dan would let him play offensive line for a long time. He wanted to do other things that maintain his athleticism for as long as possible. That's good coaching for the old man, isn't it? Make sure that he had his running before he moved into the offensive line. Where he knew he was going to go.
He can go top 5. He was like shot to he could trade up to even
So obviously a lot of questions about where this guy is going to play. Troy Fautano, there were some people saying that he's going to kick it out. I mean, he can do it all.
But what I saw today, they're going to put him in tackle until he proves he can't play tackle. Right? This is one of those deals where if people really say, well, if I'm kicking him inside, I think you're doing yourself a disservice until you play him there and make sure. Bottom line is, you're going to find a spot for him to play. He's an easy mover as well. You talk about Fuaga. Watch Fautano.
He's at 317 pounds. Yeah, so it doesn't look like it.
Look at how he's moving. All right? I remember the running back coach told me a long time ago, he wanted running backs to go out pregame to the offensive line and run around. He used to the ground shaking. They might not get used to this guy. He runs as light as the running backs do.
All right, Tyler Guyton. He's a guy you saw at the Senior Bowl. Charles, and then what do we think today? Did you hear anything, Peter?
Yeah, look, he's boring. I was like, he's going to run a 4.840. He ran a 5.2. And then he goes into the drills. And he's an absolute beast. And he's so smooth, so good, so fast. The 40-yard dash is not everything, especially when we're talking about the offensive position. You know, what they really want to see more of your 10 speed. They want to see the reaction time off the ball. You know, being able to handle those pass rushers who are going to be elite getting off the ball. Because after that, they're not too worried about it. Everything else will come into play. This stuff for these guys is way more important than the actual finish of the 40. Is it exciting to break 5 flat? Is the 40-yard dash? Of course it is. But they want to know what your 10 split is, what your reaction time is.
Daniel Jeremiah just could not say enough about this guy in terms of his nastiness on the field. Obviously, you can't see that at the combine. What you can see is the athleticism that he brings as well.
Comes out tattooed, rat tail, comes out there not smiling and joking with anyone. He was here for business this week, and this guy took care of business here. Just watching him, it's so fluid. We talk about how they look like running backs. He does look like a running back out there with how smooth his movement is. And he's so big, so tall, and truly a dominant beast on the field for against Nicholson. And you draw in the net, then you have a bit of the nasty at the end, right, to finish things, to play to the echo of the whistle. As long as you stay in those confines, you're going to be fine. Sometimes offensive linemen take it a little bit too far. Anyone? They worry about what happens between the whistle, and then we got it all covered. This kid has a chance to do that. Guys, I'm leaving. I'm going to catch a plane. I've got Good Morning Football by morning. I'm telling you right now, we are so excited right down the combine, but also we're spinning it forward. We're going to have Rappaport down the center. We're going to talk Kirk Cousins, talk a little Justin Fields, talk a little Caleb Williams, and we're going to talk Frank Clonstad versus Sam Hartman, because I got a little forward on it. Also, you can have your Sam Hartman. Give me Frank Clone, baby. And happy birthday, Benny. It's all
See you at Good Morning Football tomorrow.
That's awesome.
Honey. Honey. NyQuil Severe Honey. Powerful cold and flu relief with a dreamy honey taste. NyQuil Honey. The honeylicious nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, fever, best sleep with a cold medicine.
Remember space and light room. That's more like it. The 3-row Lexus DX.
The bedroom suite, with deliberate details and modern functionality. For the indoor enthusiast, check in at Puma.com.
Arlene, she's my purpose. I'm here to walk with her, hold her head until she can walk alone. Kind of like being a father into her.
You founded your kayak company because you love the ocean, not spreadsheets. You need to hire. I need Indeed. Indeed you do. Indeed Instant Match instantly delivers quality candidates matching your job description. Visit Indeed.com/hire.
Hi, I'm Peyton Manning, and I'm partnering with the American Red Cross this year to tackle blood shortages. Giving blood is important because every 2 seconds, someone actually needs blood. And unfortunately, only like 3% of the U.S. population donates. So we have to step up, give, and make sure there's plenty of blood available for those in need. Visit redcrossblood.org to get in the game and make an appointment to give.
I know you've been grinding. I know things aren't easy. I wonder if you know that we can get help. Love, your mind.
Hi, is this Billy? Kylie? Is this Joe? Is there any chance I can get 5 quick minutes and talk to you about the NFL Extra Points Visa credit card? You get 20% off at NFLshop.com. Rewards on grocery store items, restaurants. You can redeem those points for game day tickets, sideline passes, much more. You can get your favorite Chiefs player's jersey too. Well, yeah, you can get his. Everyone gets his. But you can get mine because I'm the one calling you. Yeah, that's it. All you do is go to NFLExtraPoints.com.
They didn't throw at the combine, they will at their pro days, and you can see them for exclusive live coverage on NFL Plus. Caleb Williams at USC's Pro Day on March 20th. Then 8 days later in Chapel Hill, Drake May and the Tar Heels will be on your screen on NFL Plus. Ian Rappaport, you have some draft news, some free agency frenzy news, a combo of both.
Well, let's focus on who's going to get money over the course of the next couple of days, couple weeks, couple months. That's really what we're going to be talking about. Free agency frenzy also means trade frenzy, also means contract extension frenzy, which is not quite as catchy, but still something important to the guys who are likely going to get deals, including Brandon Ayuk, the star receiver for the San Francisco 49ers. We kind of raised some eyebrows, I would say, a little bit at the end of the season, leaving his future open with the team. My understanding is obviously there are teams who would like to trade for the very, very talented young receiver. The 49ers firmly believe he is in their plans. I would expect them to get to work on a new deal for him probably after free agency. Similar situation for Tua Tagovailoa, the star quarterback for the Miami Dolphins, humble starting quarterback for the Miami Dolphins. They also are expected to begin extension talks. And really briefly touch base on this subject. Likelihood is this happens probably into the spring and this summer. That's generally when these quarterback get deals. Deals get done, but he stayed healthy the entire season, led the team to the playoffs. No doubt going to get paid like this. We're going to see a bunch of receivers paid in free agency. And then there will be Justin Jefferson, the all-pro for the Minnesota Vikings. An absolute baller, maybe the best at his position. Probably, or almost definitely, I would say, becomes the highest paid receiver in the NFL. Whenever he gets a deal, could get it done right before the season. Probably a similar timeline you're looking for the summer and the spring there. And then here's the big one, guys. Dak Prescott has about a $60 million salary cap number this year. Jerry Jones raised some eyebrows. Again, talking to reporters this week saying, we'll see what we do essentially with Dak. Is there a possibility they don't extend their starting quarterback similar to what the Minnesota Vikings did last year? That remains to be seen, but Jerry Jones publicly saying that, Chris, pretty fascinating development here in Indy.
So we're going to keep our eye on, of course, the young guys who are trying to earn some dough by making it in the first round. Get ready to toe the line for the 40. More offensive linemen working out. Coming up.
When migraine strikes, you're faced with a choice. Accept the trade-offs of treating, or push through the pain and symptoms. With Ubrelvy, there's another option. One dose quickly stops migraine in its tracks. Treat it anytime, anywhere, without worrying where you are or if it's too late. Do not take the strong citrate H1 inhibitors. Allergic reactions to Ubrelvy can happen. Most common side effects for nausea and sleepiness. Migraine.
I don't know why I'm saying that, but yeah. We got the combine.
We're building a better postal service. All parts working in sync to move your business forward. With a streamlined shipping network and new high-speed processing and delivery centers. For more value, more reliability, and more on-time deliveries. The United States Postal Service is built for how you business. And how you business is with simple, affordable, and reliable shipping. USPS Ground Advantage.
This is our future, Mom. GoDaddy Arrow creates a logo, website, even social posts in minutes.
Oh, AI. AI like it. Who wants to come see the future?
Get your business online in minutes with GoDaddy Arrow.
Sometimes I imagine what I write today for my dear friend Martin. I remind people that all hate thrives on one thing: silence. The people who will change the nation are those who speak out, who refuse to be bystanders, who raise their voices against injustice. When we stand up to silence, we stand up to all hate.
Painful and infatuation. This is not business as usual. No people are turning on you.
I think I just smash your face.
But everything is loud.
Anyone who dares insult me or my country shall feel my feelings. Good.
Watch the regime on max with Xfinity. Sometimes an XT can feel so all over the place. That's why Public.com created one place for it all. One place where you can invest in almost everything and get the context around your portfolio. One place where you can access research, data,
In between offensive line groups here on the final day of the 2024 NFL Scouting Combine presented by No Bull. This supports the favorite position groups of one Stacey Dales. What's up, Stace?
Hey, just some observations down here with these linemen. By the way, again, Chris Rose is my favorite position group. I just love spending time with them, talking to them during the season. I always ask for offensive linemen when I cover games on Sundays because they always give me the goods. I think the guys, let's start with Fautano. Troy Fautano out of Washington really stood out today, and he's a name that has continued to buzz this week here at the Combine and all the conversations that I've had. If you watch him here and his performance, just so steady, the lateral movement, the power. Remember, he was a former volleyball player and joked this week that it was a lot easier to jump when he was 60 pounds lighter. But all that volleyball work, the lateral movement, the ability to elevate, so beneficial to him. And he actually said, I believe I'm the most versatile offensive lineman here at this draft. He wants to play tackle, but certainly every team that wants him will have a plan in mind. Joe Alt also had a very good day. It's quite imposing to stand here. I mean, he's all the 6'8" and more he looks like in person when you're with him. He was very controlled here in his movements at the Combine. And as I remind you, this was a former tight end and athletic, a hockey player when he was younger. He just got too big on skates, and so, he became a football player. He's going to be a really good tackle. Going to be a high pick, Chris Rose, at the next level. And we are hoping to get Frank Crum. He's actually walking over. We are hoping to get Frank Crum on camera, the Wyoming offensive lineman. His hair is trending. He told me they call it lettuce, and hopefully we'll get him on camera because he's a fun one.
Stacey, we can't wait for that. Hopefully Sam Hartman is stuck around in town so you can have Crum on one side and Hartman on the other. We'll get to work on that. All right. Final 40s coming your way for the 2024 Combine right after this. Hold tight.
This is it. One play. This is what we find. Good question. Student body math proficiency. When we say it's good, fair, satisfactory, like a percentage if you had to guess. Understood.
Great student-teacher ratio.
We bring you the real in-depth school info.
What were you thinking?
I don't know.
No.
Homes.com.
For fast, natural relief, experience Novage.
I am not as congested and nasally sounding, and I am sleeping 100% better. Novage gave me instant relief.
Novage flushes saline through the nasal passages to help clear congestion by quickly sucking out mucus, allergens, and germs.
I've had people ask me how I find relief, and I tell them Novage, immediately. There's no other product out there like it.
Available in major retailers or online at Novage.com.
I'm Sandra, this is Jorge, and we were adopted in 2019. I remember when they first came to us, Michael was already a teenager. The whole cliche of they're so lucky to have you guys, and it's the other way around. They have changed our family for the better. They chose to love us. They didn't have to. They chose us.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org.
Real Italian leather, complete comfort, unquestionable style. You can thank me whenever. They make me look and feel as good as I did.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for group 2.
They got blast too, like a record-breaking quarterback. Snot and substance. I think I just want to spike them. Yeah, me too. But then we couldn't wear them. Always don't wear them.
Total Access is your official post-combine headquarters. So when the drills are done, if you need to stay where you are. Who started, who stumbled, and what combine quarterback stole the show. We've got your complete recap tonight at 5 Eastern.
So fun and so exciting. Time to get the show started, Detroit. All right, so we're back here for the final
24 NFL scouting combine, more offensive linemen, interior linemen, centers, and tackles. We're going to go through the final 40s, then the final on-field drills, and then head for the exits. Which eyes entangled Jeremiah. Top of the 50-yard line. Jarrett Kingston is the first of the final group of offensive linemen.
So Jarrett Kingston is running the 40. Finally. So JC Latham is not running the 40. 502 for Kingston.
This is the man who was trending on social, Frank Crum. I mean, what a day, Frank. Look at me. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's very privileged to be here, and thanks to the guys at Exos for getting us ready this past 8 weeks. We knew we could run sub 5, and I was thankful to be able to do that today.
Unofficial 494. You were flying, and so was the lettuce. The lettuce is getting the love.
Yes, exactly right. I've been growing this mullet out for a couple years, and I'm glad I kept it, that's for sure.
I thought you cut it, though, like 4 years ago, and then this has been like a 2-year process.
Yeah, I had it probably this long 4 years ago. Did a restart. Decided I missed it, and I've kept it ever since.
So you got engaged to your sweetheart, Caitlin Brown, and she takes care of it now. Can you give us, like, people are gonna want to know how they can handle their hair, like get what you have.
Yeah, I hit her up on social media because I have no idea what she puts in my hair. She goes to the salon and comes back with the goodies, and it looks like this.
Yeah, there's Wyoming Cowboy football. The flow is flowing. They tagged you with big man speed. How proud are you? I mean, your dad was a football player at Wyoming. Your grandpa Earl, Dad Brad, right? Gary, excuse me, my bad. Gary and Earl.
So that Latham and Lamoa are not working out. So we'll find out if Latham's working out in the on the field drills, because he's the headline player in this group too of offensive linemen.
And he got engaged, folks, in the snow, which is really cool. I think we have a shot of it. Look at that.
Yeah, there it is. We set that up, and Miss Caitlin was surprised, and she's from Atlanta, Georgia, so thank God she had a jacket on that day. She didn't have many of those, so the snow was essential because that's where we met, was out there in the West.
Well, the personality, Frank Crum, is phenomenal. Rich, as I throw it back to you, he played both right and left tackle, though this last season at Wyoming, left tackle. We'll see, because he'll be an imposing force on an offensive line this season. Thanks.
Thank you, Frank.
Thanks, Frank. Back to you, Rich.
That's right. Just to show you how big, tall Frank is. I mean, Stacey Dill's the 3rd overall pick of the 2002 WNBA draft. Yeah. And look at that right there. Right on. There you go. I mean, my goodness.
Hey, Caitlin.
That's a big right.
Shout out. You want to send a message?
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, love you, Mom. Love your little brother, Evan.
There we go. It's great.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
Yeah.
There we go. How do we speak of Caitlin Clark? Passed Physical Pete, the all-time leading scorer in the history of college basketball. She's coming. Looks like she's coming here. Speaking of WNBA.
Looks like she's coming here. Speaking of first.
Blizzard stopped it when she announced that she's going to go pro. So
that's awesome.
Sure is.
Yeah.
KT Leviston right there.
KT Leviston 5'4".
He's a left tackle. There's Bo Limmer, an Arkansas Razorback. We saw Brady Latham running.
So all these guys are running the 40. Bo Limmer, a 5'2".
Is 176, so he's right there. He just did the Top Gun high five and then catch him on the way down. Right there. It's nicely done. Was it feel the need for speed? Maybe that's why they did that. Nicely done. What a great name. Christian Mahogany from Boston College. He just said, oh, yeah, again. Like, looks like that's what the BC guys like to do and the Florida State guys like to do.
514.
Jake Steichen, there's the coach of the Colts.
McCormick should test well here. Charles, he goes 2 at a time.
There you go. Mason McCormick. Mighty Jackrabbits in the building.
I know.
So Norzad's not running the 40.
He's 57 starts here. 6-year player. He's outstanding on combo blocks. He's very athletic.
That program is taking over the North Dakota State spot as the dominant program in Double F.
No doubt.
South Dakota State, is that Venezuela?
It's also
Yep. Goddard.
Dallas Goddard.
Pierre Strong Jr.
That story McAfee told. For vegetarian. Lying to a man who's here in the Ring of Honor. Bill Napoleon. Oh, yeah, I held, sure. I never held. But I think Pat did himself very well here. Indianapolis. Dylan McMahon of NC State.
So most of the 40 times are done.
Ozzy's been doing this a long time. I had to make some sandwich runs when I first got into the league. Oh yeah, what is he look? It was a lot of different orders back then. I came back. It was I had a sore back. Bringing those things back into the RCA back in the day.
It's called paying dues. Now they bring sandwiches to you, sir.
Hey, Rich, DJ.
510 for
But just watching film on him, man, he is an athletic center. So I think he's going to put on a great show here in these drills. What do you got there for a 10 split?
5-1 was the 40. It's a 10 split on him.
He looked quick. He had to come back.
177.
177. Yeah, he is athletic. He's got great hands.
He's outstanding on combo blocks. When I was going back through my notes here, Sean.
This is a large man here.
Oh my gosh.
Marius Mims, pardon me, of Georgia. Let's see him run. Look at him go.
He looks like an Avenger.
Good Lord. 5-7. Terrific run. That looked terrific.
Hey Sean, that's a dense body right there that's weighing 340 pounds. Here's the comp. You go back. How about coming out of Auburn back in 06, Marcus McNeil?
Wow, look at that.
The DNA match.
That's a deep cut.
Yes. I mean, he had some health. I want to say it was his back. He had some health issues, but he was a really good player while he was out there.
I think we need to just linger for a second. 6'7" and 3/4, 340 pounds, almost ran a sub 540.
And
That's insane.
And that wasn't like I just ate 2 pizzas 340. Like he's chiseled. I mean, that's impressive.
So Julian Pearl is not running the 40.
Monk of Duke is running. Nice split. Nice 40. Stacy.
Yeah, he is chiseled. It's remarkable to stand beside Amarius Mims, and his biggest goal, you mentioned the health stuff, it was the high ankle sprain right early this past college season, and it something he had to have tightrope surgery for. His biggest goal here today, he wanted to show everybody, DJ and Rich, that he is 100% healthy, no issues from a health standpoint. And
Why does that say Notre Dame for Jackson Powers Johnson? I double checked this. How the hell did that happen? Like, how the hell did that happen? I double checked, I triple checked this. I didn't see that.
Nice run by Jordan Morgan right there from Arizona.
Another tackle. He's in the mix in the first round range.
Man, if you need a tackle, this draft is for you. Again, just a little bit shy of 6'8", 340 pounds. Running a 5.
And Jackson Powers Johnson isn't running the 40, so we are going to update that accordingly. If he does the bench press tomorrow, we'll revise this. But, if you don't do the 40 time, I put DNP for every category.
You're not alone. So we've lowered the price on hundreds of your favorite products. Because when the cost of living goes up, we find new ways to go up. It's why we're here. That's a promise, not a promo.
There's your biggie bag. All that food for $5. That's my go-to. There's a lot of that. Just like you and me. Bad boys. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do with prettier boys? Go biggie and get all this with the JBC for just $5. I know you're going through a lot. I wonder if you know that we can get help. Let's see how far we can go. Love and light.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff. Like making sure your kids are in the right seats for their age and size. Get it right at NHTSA.gov/the-right-seat.
Here's your parachute. Hectic.
Certain it's okay? Are you foreign print certain? Certainty matters, like the certainty of congratulating coworkers or saying thank you for being a customer. With promotional products from 4imprint, our expert team is dedicated to making your satisfaction a certainty. Land the perfect products at 4imprint.com. 4imprint for certain.
My dad was a farmer. The guy was bigger than life. He wasn't someone that liked to show his emotion or liked to show when he was struggling. But we all struggle. I want to show emotion to my kids. It's something that brings me so much joy. And I want them to see me working through things. Allow your kids to know that it's okay to struggle. That even dad doesn't know the answer sometimes, but we're going to figure it out together.
Where there's light, there is hope. And it only takes one person to bring that light to thousands. Someone like Taylor, who helps students choose a college education that leads to a career. And Zonia, who's showing kids how powerful their voices can be. To those helping turn on the lights for the next generation, we see you.
While we were paying bills and you were trying to watch it, drink music. The fifth and final octave. Michigan Wolverine to be running today. He's the man in the middle, center. They say he makes that whole front build. Zach Center, one of the leaders of that team, is here but not working out. Recovered from that leg surgery. Patrick Hall of Houston.
Good time when you're 6'7.5", 331 pounds with 36 and change inch arms.
Wow. Prince Pines, great name out of Tulane. Good belt.
Nice. What are the green fees there? Oh, he's a favorite of mine. I like when he strided out. He is got the long stride working there. He's going to play guard. He played left tackle at Kansas, but he's going to be an interior lineman at the next level.
Roger Rosengarten, Washington, teammate earlier.
4.92 for Rosengarten.
4.92. We have a new best time at the combine for an offensive lineman.
It might not last long.
Okay.
He's due to roll.
It's Kingsley, Sewell, Monton. Stepping up here. Little hair shy of 6'5".
He's very athletic and springy and bouncy for the offensive lineman. In his career at Oregon, he's really quick getting out in space.
Just quick getting out there.
Yeah, he's moving.
5.06 for Sewell Montelia.
Good time, but Rosengarten is in the league here.
Stacy?
You guys know the great N.A. Sewell is his cousin. I mean, that is his mentor. the All-Pro with the Detroit Lions, and gives him a ton of tips. Obviously, why wouldn't you? But he's ambidextrous. I thought that was pretty interesting. He actually writes with both hands and has his entire life, Rich and DJ. And I share that just because he plays both sides of the line, right? Left tackle and right tackle. We'll see where he fits best.
Charles Turner not working out. Neither is Zach Zinter. So 2 linemen left. 520 for Nathan Thomas.
Double the knowledge, if you will, and a really interesting guy. Was a boxer also growing up. His granddad, he told me, was a
Cedric Van Pran.
boxer. So, just a lot of athleticism and sort of maybe some untapped potential, DJ, that teams are going to love to work with.
Well, if you've seen my penmanship, I suck with one. I can't imagine what I look like trying to write with my own.
Nice. We thought Dallin Holker was the only ambidextrous one at the combine. I still can't get over that drill.
Oh, the double catch.
Yeah,
Yes. Good pull. Good pull. Yeah, the gauntlet.
The gauntlet, one of the all-time great
That
gauntlets.
feels like it was 3 weeks ago. Oh my gosh.
That is unbelievable. And I'm glad there's other people in there so you can see it's not one of those reversed videos to make it look like he's jumping out when he's really jumping in.
That was not a reach step either.
No, it's goodness, the athleticism and the size of these guys. Cedric Van Pran, Ranger with Georgia.
Yeah, he's big, powerful center.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom after these 40 times. Or next commercial break, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. So
13th overall selection. Chatter about what they're doing at quarterback. Sir. Chatter.
Wave again if you're going to take a quarterback.
Same man. Good try though.
You can see if Van Pran runs here. I thought his hands bought him some time for his feet, so
520.
which is just okay. He's so strong. His hands is able to work himself around into position. Strong dude.
Okay. This is the final 40 of the first run through. It's another Penn State Nittany Lion to show off a little height-weighted speed, right? Kate Wallace.
I've seen a few fast Penn Staters, not just this year, but over many years.
Head to the top. Come back. Reset. Show you what you missed while you're gone.
All right, so those are the unofficial 40 times for Group 2. I am going to use the restroom though, and then we'll be back with 40 times. And we'll go. So there, we've got the code set up. We've got the
What is circle? Circle is the feel to take one. Circle is the energy that gets you to the next level. Circle is what you go for when life tosses energy away. Circle available at Walmart, ClickCircle.com.
At Granger, we know dealing with the unexpected is part of your job description. We're here to help with professional-grade supplies, plus same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders. Call clickgranger.com or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you know the big stuff. Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right seat.
The future is not just going to happen. You have to make it. And if you want a successful business, all it takes is an idea. And now becomes the future when you turn a dream into a reality. The all-new GoDaddy Arrow. Put your business online in minutes with the power of AI.
My biggest fear in the middle of my addiction was that I would never be able to get over it, and that my kids wouldn't have quality. I started thinking, you know what? This isn't about
Rich Eisen is ready for his 20th 40-yard dash in benefit of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Visit stjude.org/runrichrun to donate. Then tune in to the 2024 NFL Draft on NFL Network to see Rich run.
Here's what you missed about Gone. Second run begin. That's a good first run for Jared Case. And he'll stick with it. Play a lot of different positions. Here's Brady Latham. For those that are curious, we do have another Latham, CJ Latham. I don't know if he's going to do field work. I know he's running 40. For JC Latham, I should say. 5.32 is the time again. Matt Lee from the U. And he improves. Nice. Trying to go for Roger Rosengard. 4.92 unofficial. 8.8 Leviston. Betters his time. See, the big guys looking up for the times as much as the little guys. We can't get across the finish line. No, Crump did it, though, did he? Yes, he did. I think he knew he ran really fast. So just want to check that out. Nice. He's moving. Would you call those times solid? Nice. It's getting late early. Yeah. Ian Rappaport, what do you have?
Which I want to take a look at some of the prospects here at the combine that really raised their stock, and it's hard to imagine anyone raised their stock more than Xavier Worthy, the University of Texas receiver, who let this thing on fire a couple days ago, or whatever was that, yesterday, and then obviously it seemed to say 4.21 40-yard dash. Thought there was a pretty decent chance maybe that he would slip into the first round, kind of late in the first round before the run. Now let's say there's a really good chance he gets in the first round, potentially even the fourth receiver taken. J.J. McCarthy, the Michigan quarterback. Everyone loves the intangibles, loves the leadership, loves the winning, as I know you do. Wondered, what can he do? How can he throw it? I would say there's a pretty good chance that he is the fourth quarterback taken, a lot closer to the top three than maybe we all imagine. Jalen Wright, the University of Tennessee running back, another blazing time. This one, 4.38 with solid group of running backs. He is firmly in the mix there. And then Quinyon Mitchell is 4.3340. I would say solidified himself as one of the top players. Had a great Senior Bowl. Just kind of needed to follow up with some good drills on 40. Did exactly that here in Indianapolis.
All right, so working out in Indianapolis does prove out for those who need to have some boxes checked, it appears. Happens every year.
I feel like this year, really across the board, all positions, that there's not a lot of consensus. So, there's positions to be fought for here in terms of when these guys come off the board.
Any chance J.J. McCarthy grabs the contract?
It's always a chance. We're going to say, we look at the quarterback needy teams, we assume it's going to go quarterback. I think he's in the conversation there.
Which guy do you think he leaked from?
Well, I mean, if you talk to 10 people here, then you do the Drake, May, Jaden Daniels, and this is individuals, not team show, and you're talking to them. Right. You get 5-1, 5-11.
Yes, that's right.
So now JJ gets, he gets tossed up in there in that conversation and see where it sorts out. But I know one thing, I had JJ going 8 to Atlanta, and I think people were kind of shocked by that. That took me aback, because when you talk to people around here, I don't know that anybody anticipates he's going to be there in the second round. Everybody anticipates J.J. McCarthy's going in the first round.
Here it goes. Oh, he's out there. Let's hope we got cramps.
Yeah, Mims got injured on his run. I don't think he'll end up doing the bench press as a result now.
Just let him open up.
Get that 10 out there in Cruz. Yeah, right. Fire off for 10 in Cruz. I mean, I think 10's the most important number you're going to get. I'd be fine with that. I think most people would be. So, I mean, it's fine.
unselfishly, I'm here to watch these big guys run this thing all the way through. But in terms of an evaluation standpoint, risk, minimizing risk, you could make that case. That's one of the flaws for them too. Kudos to that trainer for being able to get him up by himself with just one kick. Glad that Mims was able to help, I guess. There he goes. Hopefully we'll learn a little bit more. Just why just brought up. Get the 10, draw it by the 20, and you're done. Charles, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I think it's a great idea, truthfully, because I feel like, didn't we go through about a rash of this, Rich and DJ, about 4 or 5 years ago? Where about every third offensive lineman had a hamstring that one year, running a 40. I think it's a great idea, because to me, it's all about the 10, the 20, because it's the reaction time, getting off the ball, especially with these pass rushers coming at them. And real quick on the quarterback conversation, look, J.J. McCarthy's going to go higher than what people may have projected. But that number 2 pick with Dan Quinn now as the head coach at Washington, I feel like Jaden Daniels is more in play there than ever because defensive coaches hate quarterbacks who can run the ball like Jaden Daniels.
Yes, I mean, it's not, and obviously you can spin it too.
Yeah, obviously that part. What I'm saying is it's defensive coordinators. If you ask them, the one that scares them, Dan Quinn's going to tell you, not that Drake May can't run, but Jaden Daniels is as close to Lamar Jackson coming out this year as we've seen, and it's in that time frame, and that's what defensive coordinators go crazy about.
Here comes Jordan Morgan. Yes, Morgan was indeed captivating. That out. Sean?
Hey, Rich, I'm down with the let's trim the 40-yard dash here. Ken and I both kind of nodded in agreement when I brought it up. Hey, 20 yards is more than enough. You guys mentioned a couple days ago somebody had like a warm-up race.
Yeah, so Drake Nugent is running the 40 now.
I found it was one over here on the ground, and one of the linemen dropped it, and I found it, picked it up. And just so you guys know, this is the O-line warm-up sheet that they had. That's what I'm thinking about with this 40. That's how you properly warm up.
You sure that looks a little light on the buttered toast, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be carb conscious, but Mims okay. The sad thing for a guy like Mims is like now he can't do the drills because he's tweaked the game. Taylor, what's the solution for this? What are we going to do?
I think we bring it down to a 20-yard dash. Let the guys do their 20, have fun with it, look at the 10-yard split, which is the most important thing, and then make sure everyone gets to the drills. They just
yeah, if you can't block a guy in the first 10, you're probably not going to get him in the next 30. But there is literally a sigh of relief after all these guys go 40s, and they know that might be the last 40 I ever have to run for the rest of my life, unless it's for running Rich run.
That's why. Thank you. You're a good man for bringing that up. Thank you. Prince Pines. 44 starts at left guard, began his career at Baylor before getting over to Tulane. He plays, we talk about stance, he plays with a really wide stance. That's directing next time. Like we could ball something up, just get in that shot right now. Like saying we're thinking of doing that. We'll just show you. I'm not a liar. Point at you if he gets into something. Not a liar. Some of the bad posture portion of the broadcast. Day 4, man. See what we're talking about here? Yeah. So bringing this up here. Don't mean to belabor. I mean, twice now we've seen after they cross the 30 to 35. Pause for a moment.
So Prince Pine's now injured. I'm guessing he will not be doing the bench press tomorrow either now.
We're going to take a break right here in Indianapolis and return to the scouting combine.
And Dominic Pooney will be up next after. Just hope Prince Pines is okay.
We're building a better postal service. All parts working in sync to move your business forward. with a streamlined shipping network and new high-speed processing and delivery centers. For more value, more reliability, and more on-time deliveries. The United States Postal Service is built for how you business, and how you business is with simple, affordable, and reliable shipping. USPS Ground Advantage.
Here's the final thing, folks. This one wins the series. Check out those cheap seats. Important things aren't worth compromising. At Farmers, we offer both quality insurance and great savings.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum. At Public Rec, we're on a mission to make comfort look good. It starts with our best-selling all-day, everyday pant. A first-of-its-kind technical pant that's more comfortable than jeans and more stylish than sweats. The secret is in the sizing. With Public Rec, you can choose your waist and length to guarantee a perfect fit, so you can be comfortable and feel confident always. The all-day, everyday pant by Public Rec.
Total Access is your official post-combine headquarters. So when the drills are done, if you can stay where you are. Who started, who stumbled, and what combine quarterback stole the show. We've got your complete recap tonight at 5 Eastern.
Back-to-back Super Bowl champions. The Kansas City Chiefs have won the Super Bowl. If you can get your hands on the official trophy collection, including the Super Bowl t-shirt, hat, and celebration towel, shop now at NFLshop.com. These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest in impact, and the mentors making an impact. The Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
You can make money the hard way as a bullfighter or a human cannonball, or save money the easy way with Xfinity Mobile. Existing customers can get a free line of our most popular unlimited plan for a year. Not only will you save hundreds, but you'll also be joining millions who have connected to America's most reliable 5G network. Sure, it's a lot safer than becoming a stuntman for money. Get a free line of unlimited intro for a year when you buy one unlimited line. Visit XfinityMobile.com today to learn more.
So while we were away, 40s,
Cooney. Fourth.
We're back live. It's rain, I think, isn't it? And then we just saw Rain run, and now he's receiving medical attention around the 40-yard line from Oklahoma. And I think we're just seeing, end of the day, long days, a lot of
They did, and they do their drills before they run, right away their way out here, the
jumps and things of that nature.
So they've done that first, and then you also, I don't know if it was a couple of days with all the meetings, or sometimes these big guys get dehydrated. You're not getting enough fluids in you.
Stacy?
Yeah, obviously this is concerning. I just spoke with Georgia tackle Amarius Mims, who told me he is dealing with a right hamstring injury. He said he felt it right at the end of that last 40. He doesn't know how severe it is. Interestingly, I said, "Are you done?" He said he doesn't want to be. He wants to keep going. But now we've just seen Prince Pines from Tulane, the guard, go back into medical treatment. He was actually helped off by not only the medical staff, who've done an incredible job this week, but helped off by Stanford's Walter Rouse, who wants to be a doctor, and so went directly over to assist his brother.
Well, Walter Rouse played at Stanford and then transferred to Oklahoma.
Injury guys that I'm about to follow up on, but let's hope this trend stops.
Kingsley Suamontaia. Decided to just comping him with Penny Sewell, huh? That's a nice comp.
Well, no, I mean, this is his cousin. So, I mean, as players, I think Penny Sewell is on another level. But the numbers, when you spit them out, it's just great when you got your cousin. You have the very identical numbers. So, you know, Penny obviously is premier player in this league. Thomas Kingsley's going to keep developing and work towards getting his way on that path. Remember then or a little bit lower.
Remember the conversation was what are the Bengals going to do? Borrow a receiver or borrow protection? When they got a receiver and it turned out to be Jamar Chase.
Went to the Super Bowl pretty quickly. Soon thereafter.
It's just I just bringing that up just because of the Sewell conversation. And then of course Sewell was there for the Lions to take him next back a bit later, and just amazing how the draft works out sometimes, right?
No doubt. And the Sewell numbers, we just saw them up on the screen there. When you look at his numbers side by side with Fuaga, who we saw in the first group, are almost identical. And I think you'll see Fuaga go in that same range where Sewell went.
That's right, Robert. The Chargers choose, Giants at 6. The Titans have a lot of needs.
And the offensive line would be right at the top of the list.
All right, so here's the final 40 of the offensive line group, and thus the 2024 NFL Scouting Combine.
You see Titans last year, Rich, were tied for 28th in sacks. They were 27th points per game. They were 28th in third down. Offensive line would sure help some of that.
So we're seeing help is on the way if you need it.
Bill Callahan's your offensive line coach, and his son's the head coach. He might have a little pull maybe to get that position.
That's a good point, man.
Addressed.
All right, so an improved upon 40 time is the final 40 time. Well done, Caden Wallace. When we come back, the on-field drills, the final on-field drills of the 2024 NFL Scouting Combine, live on NFL Network.
The on-the-field drills are about to take place.
He's here. Anyone want a Coors Light?
Oh, shoot, I forgot to play the song. Old Trapper Beefs, last bag.
There's plenty for both of you.
Old Trapper, what's your beef?
Give me a hot pink cosmopolitan and some drama. Give me a cocktail with kettle and vodka.
The bedroom suite, with deliberate details and modern functionality. For the indoor enthusiast, check in at Puma.com.
GMFB is on the air.
Let's go, team! Everybody feels like a winner today.
Wake up for all things football.
This guy is a game changer, the best in the league.
For celebrity Good morning football. Monday at 7 on NFL Network. Back here in Indianapolis, you mentioned this player not running 40s was going to get out there, and it's J.C. Latham. Tell me about this young man from Alabama.
Yeah, he is massive. He's almost 6'6". He's 342 pounds, 35 and change inch arms. He's my 13th overall player. They leave him alone out there in pass protection, and you can see with his size, he's still able to really bend. He's able to anchor down versus power. You see him rework his hands there and settle down. You watch him against stunts and games. There were some times where that gave him some trouble. That's one area I'll keep an eye on as we continue to do work on him. But in the run game, he is mauling. You see him here in this game against Michigan. I know how it ended. Rich, right there. But the mauling in the run game is who he is and what he is. He gets after people, and someone that's also plug right away, plug him in at right tackle, and off you go, Stacy.
One of the things that J.C. Latham wants today is to show some reps at left tackle. He is a natural left tackle, you guys, but obviously with Evan Neal, you move to the right side and where he's kind of been. So he's been doing quite a bit of training, getting back down to that left tackle stance.
Taylor Long down there, along with Sean O'Hara, Charles Davis, Stacey Dales is down there. Good to see you. And everybody's introducing themselves to one another. You guys doing what we all want to do. And we're going to go out there for an on-field drill. By the way, I know Michigan gives up yards.
Yes, you're okay with that?
Points, you know what I mean? Like, I understand that.
I was anticipating it was
weight reps, weight snaps.
Yes.
Well, I'm aware of that.
I was anticipating the follow-up.
Great Kingston. There's Jeremy Kingston.
Now we got two Lathams here, right? Yes. This is Brady Latham, and then J.C. Latham's coming after this. This is the weight drill. We're back out of the second time. Obviously, this is an athletic movement drill. This is functional movement. How well do you change directions? Are you raising up when you're going left to right, forward to back? Are you stay low? Maybe follow the retro down. You can show that XO on Latham. He's got a lot of power. I think he can really help himself in these drills because there's sometimes where he's on the ground a little bit, kind of gets his head, but these drills right here can show some of that athleticism that Stacey was going to talk about. 4th and 5, there's kind of the game. Alabama, Michigan would be one of those examples. Now, listen, when you're in these situations, getting off the ground has nothing to do with football, but it's just showing how quick you can get off the ground. And always get thinking to get back and forth, left and right, as fast as you possibly can. They need to be focused on as well as bending those knees, bending those hips, and showing that whole position all the time. It's very easy to get taller in this. How disciplined can you stay and keep low in these pressure situations?
I'm looking down on the field and I'm seeing Sean down there next to Taylor. It looks like one's on the way to the Bahamas and the other one's on the way to the Alps.
Nice.
Are you in the Bahamas? I'll take it.
I'm thinking the one with the Alps jacket. I think it's with Alps too.
See, I'm a base. Going to surfer ski.
I mean, that famous Garden State sunburn, you know, that everybody seems to have around late February, early March.
It's just that time of the year. The sun's out. So Robinson right here, you can see he's got some long arms. Did a decent job there in the drill. His hands are down low. The other thing I noticed in his passes, he kept his hands down really low too, just like in the drill. Now you see the difference here with Limmer. He's got his hands up. He's covered a lot of ground. I mean, he's line into this thing right here. I see you, Bo.
Well, one of the reasons his arms are 3 inches is the arms are 3 inches shorter, Sean. So it's a little bit easier to keep those things up there.
He's got the air luggage. All right, this is Christian. And Rich has many leather-bound boots, and we're all just reeks of rich mahogany. We got a Jersey boy right here. The mahogany's he's got an interesting and unique kind of stance.
This is that staggered stance.
Yeah,
I looked at my notes. It's really odd,
but it's effective.
He's got some strength. Yeah, that was just wanting to see the athleticism there. That's what I was concerned about. There's kind of that one pop and then kind of fall off. So I wanted to.
But there was it almost kind of reminded me of Zion, the kid that came back a couple years ago.
With the Chargers.
Yeah, like that same kind of little wing, kind of bring the knee in, tuck it in. All right, here's the
good feet.
Yeah, this kid's athletic, and to the forward and running 40s.
It's like Steve Menzo a little bit. They're running. Oh boy.
Calling out the truck. One of our talented producers.
I was going to just keep it inside. We can share it with the
Well, I mean, America needs to know what you're referring to.
It's right here by Jacob Owen. He played a ton of football, dude. It's like I'm like, guys, but real quick, since you brought up Steve Menzel, we showed his college teammate earlier with the new coach James Madison, former coach Rodney Ross. They were taking some Notre Red Devils together.
Tariq Nugent, Michigan, running through it.
He looks pretty good here too. So I think he's got the best feet of the Michigan linemen. He's moved well.
Yeah, he's really polished. You know, I think Singer got a lot of the attention, but Nugent, he was really kind of a glue guy. Kind of got everybody on the same page. That's a good rep right there. So this job, Garrett Bates came up. Listen to the Raw Room podcast. Kevin Tennessee Titans, great individual. That's boy. Michigan boy. I did catch him stepping under himself a little bit. He needs to be a little more aligned with his feet. Gain ground, that step coming out of transition. There's JPJ, not to be confused with JBJ.
That's a huge center, guys.
Yeah, he is. He lost a couple pounds too. I think he had him listed at 334 this season.
328.
So we just get breakfast. That's all. Yeah, he's got some power right there. Not just blowing rushing that man. Range. Okay, right. I see how he's kind of hopping when he changes directions. That's what you don't want to do.
Yeah, I'm not going to mention him. I thought Dominic Pooney, bad 40 time and just bad during the drills.
I felt like he's going to do well in these drills right here. He's an athletic guy. He's really a technician. He plays on the opposite side of Fun Zone.
If you're an Alabama fan and you're seeing all the Huskies that have come through here and how well they've looked, you're feeling okay. I know you just lost the GOAT and Nick Saban, but they've got a lot of Husky players here. They're all developed.
Was a good rep there by Walter Rouse. All right, how about this guy? This guy is so big, and look at him just. Look how smooth he is moving through some of these right here.
He's got athletic lower too. He doesn't have any kinkles out there, the guys. He looks like an athlete.
As a whole, it seems like Group 2 is doing a little bit better than Group 1. As it says, just first drill. That's just my analysis.
I would agree with that. Although I think with Laga Fontanu, those guys were pretty spectacular in that first group, those two.
I think it was those two that everybody else has last race. Yeah. One thing to just kind of keep in mind too, we talked about this before, we had a bunch of guys that didn't even work out. We had guys that got hurt, so the recovery time is a little bit different in between reps for these guys now. They've got some numbers.
We didn't see him run the big house. I don't believe we did.
There's a couple guys that really wanted to do the turns. A couple of sinners that just about to get this season match for Michigan State. There you go.
We'll discuss that during your Centers Union meeting, or no?
We haven't had that yet. It's at 6 o'clock.
Well, you know what's on the menu for it?
They showed yeah, we saw it showing the paper.
Liquid courage.
Yeah, it feels like there's more pace in this workout, though. Like less rest, and they're going.
When all those hamstrings started going, there's about 4 guys left to run the 40. And Sean, you know this. Anytime you see a guy go down on the field, it's so hard to go to the next leg. Yeah, so you're going to run into that. Yeah, these last 4 individuals standing in and running through. It's impressive to see these guys.
All right, there we go. We see the tracer now, and these guys going through the wave drill. We've got Latham, here's Liver. Again, he's a center. Nice job there. Looks like he's the Chargers logo on there. There's Powers Johnson, again, 330-pound center. Nicely done. He just needs some eyes and mouth. But you're doing that right.
You're doing it. We should go next level. Is have guys do Pictionary as the lead draw. You know what I mean? Like to draw a design, right? Now that's arts and craft.
We're taking it next level.
I mean, we're just coming up with ideas. That's all we're doing.
So we got the 3 pull drills coming up here.
This first drill is a long pull. So you're pulling to the right. It's kind of a flat pull, which really in football, if you're pulling flat, you're kicking the guy out. So normally, if you're cutting up this at level, it would be more of a rounded pull or skid pull, as you call it. But again,
that right hip, right, Sean?
Yeah, that first step, you want to see that open up. And some guys, if you're a little tight, they don't gain a lot of ground with that first step. And then you can see a lot of guys will kind of stand up. They'll get on into a vertical, and then they got to crouch down, and they go to that go to change directions. Center's obviously a step with the ball. Step 1, coach down with his foot. See him get out of there nice and quick. Good coaching.
Coach Devon's a good coach, got a great reputation, but I think he got the short straw having to take the snaps, guys.
He volunteered, he likes it. He's loving the power of movement. Devon's good. Explosions, he had quick heat on the ground. He gained those first 2 steps. I was 6 steps down, there's Mahogany. He's doing a good job today.
Here comes McCormick.
The pace has picked up. I wonder they're rolling here. I wonder if there's some flights some people have made.
These guys haven't eaten much shit. Watch the next guy in line. They're sprinting to get back up there.
There you go. Yeah, I like it. Like he seems to do everything well. Kind of rush into positions.
Right guard, center, right tackle. That's a large human being.
He gets down in the stance like he's raised his scope, his 4 feet in the air.
A lot of these centers are trying to cheat off the edge there a little bit.
You can move, Rich. You got to take every inch you can in this game.
That's a booty play tackle. Gary is getting center reps. Or you can do. He's going to die on that hill shot. Taylor is not here for your versatility.
I'll tell you, as you move, the closer you move to the ball, the less money you make.
Taylor, that's not a shot at Portnoy, is it?
What's that? The more you do?
The less you get paid?
Oh, no. I think he's doing just fine.
So make sure, no, you do. You're doing a lot. You know, podcasting, you're doing the Olympics, you're doing all sorts of stuff.
And I get paid about the fraction amount I do in the NFL, so I guess you're right. So Suamatani right there, his acceleration from when he hit that goal to sprinting for the last one, like most guys, it's 1 speed. He actually, he had some good acceleration right there. He's been impressive in this room.
You're hearing the group.
Just trying to get excited. David Ranger right there. He's a stud center.
Powerful center. Did they ever play small people in Georgia? I mean, their offensive line is enormous.
Taking a break. And we come back. They already got the ladder going. We're moving it. The cones are being replaced. Here we go. We're long for the other way now. When we come back, we'll show more on-field drills.
Sure, cocktails on the table.
The all-new honey pizza and wings. It's where sweet meets heat. And the first good flavor makes you say, pizza. Dude.
Done. So, yeah, just getting a lot of detail, a lot of
It's one of my kryptonite. So if you want to have sunlight cravings completely, being able to dive, being able to feel the kids and not feel winded is amazing. So if you want to have a
So those are the notes we have.
Let's give it 12 seconds to remind you that if you're high, just don't drive. Because if you feel different, you drive different. It's illegal to drive high everywhere anyway.
Oh, no. Come on, old spice. You can use it on your pits, chest, and even your toes. Oh, that's fresh.
Sometimes I imagine what I write today for my dear friend Norm. I remind people that all hate thrives on one thing: silence. The people who will change the nation are those who speak out, who refuse to be bystanders, who raise their voices against injustice. When we stand up to silence, we stand up to all hate.
Some people just know that the best rate for you is a rate based on you, not Paul. You don't want to ride with Paul. Get a rate based on you, drive rides, and all say that.
So this is pickleball? It's basically tennis for babies, but for adults. It should be called beautiful tennis. Pickleball! That's intense. We got nothing to worry about. If you trade for Morgan Stanley, we're ready for whatever gets served. Dude, you gotta work with Chester. I'd rather work on saving for retirement or college. Since you like to get schooled, that's a pretty good burden. Yeah. Thanks for coming to our clinic. First one's free.
Some people just know that the best rate for you is a rate based on you, not one based on whatever this person is doing. Get a rate based on you, drive rides, and all say that.
back here in Indianapolis, the deep hole, now the other direction. Jeremiah to my right. Charles Davis, Stacey Wells, Taylor Lewan, and Sean O'Hara on the field. I don't think we're exaggerating this. This is a totally different pace. It's moving. Yes. Flights to cash. There's dinner reservations potentially. Final line for folks to be here.
Thanks for the line coach. A call from downstairs. Some of you guys up top were talking about JJ McCarthy, the offensive lineman, already 40. This is poetry in motion points. A pin pull technique type situation where the tight end's blocking down, you're getting out of open space, getting on the corner or a linebacker. This is where the game is played. Yeah, so if you want to run a perimeter play and you say this could be your guard, kind of leading the way or the tackle, and now he's got to clear that down block, get around these cones, and cover some ground. You see some of these guys making it easy, but the centers now, instead of taking a step underneath, now they're doing shotgun steps.
All right, let's take a look again at what this looks like. One of the best in the business is doing it with Jason Kelsey. Is that we got a chance to see this one a little bit earlier, but it's worth bringing it back. You snap the ball, get outside like he does. He is literally a weapon. You think about receivers and tight ends, backs as weapons. He's a weapon at center position because of what he can do, pulling and getting out in space. There he is against Justin Reed, getting up on a safety.
Yeah, we're an extra point away from 500 subscribers, guys. I just want to thank you for. Oh, we got a question in the chat room. Where's McCaffrey heading to? All right. All right, Kickball Pod. Luke McCaffrey's brother. All right. Luke McCaffrey's brother. You know, Denver, San Francisco could both be enticing options. It would be cool to see the McCaffrey brothers reunited, but I also believe Luke McCaffrey out of Rice stays in the Midwest Cowboys could be an option too. Texans. So there's a few teams. Yeah, so that is my response to Kickball Pod's question, guys. And, you know, so, but yeah, that is me responding to Kickball Pod's question. All right, and that's the overlay. And it's not that I don't want to hide your questions. It's just I do appreciate the answers in the chat room, guys. So yeah. So yeah. Appreciate that, Swipa. He replied to my comment. This is an insane, proud moment. Yeah. So yeah. But so just saying. I haven't seen offensive linemen slip up yet. Yes, so and these players, they just keep cruising through these drills. So, if you've got a question, I will answer it.
there's nothing to be ashamed of. So I started talking to him. It's okay. Thank you.
If you work out and you know you need support, don't wait. Reach out. Find resources at VA.gov/reach.
If you don't have a big hospitality,
What's up at DQ? 2 sauced and tossed chicken strip baskets, all white meat chicken, and your choice of meat famous flavors like honey barbecue or new Parmesan garlic. Hurry in! We enjoy flavors at DQ. DQ.
substance use disorder and addiction is so isolating. And so, as a Black woman in recovery, hope must be loud. It grows louder when you ask for help and you're vulnerable. It is the thread that lets you know that no matter what happens, you will be okay.
Our women choosing my purchase, open to walking away, holding her head until she can walk alone. Caroline didn't bother me to her. These young men have worked so hard, and tonight their dreams come true.
Back here in Indianapolis, Jeff Stockton, the O-line coach, the famed O-line coach of the Eagles.
Pass rush drops at right tackle.
You don't be late, huh? Curfew, you want to abide by that?
I get a feeling Snell's got some leeway for certain guys. They bring out the brace, but yeah,
Well, that's one of my favorite stories I heard in the NFL 100 show a couple of years ago. Lawrence Taylor was on the set. You remember this with Bill Belichick telling the story of how, LT showed up late for a meeting. And he told Bill Parcells that, Lawrence Taylor was 5 minutes late for the meeting. And Parcells says, I
I have a feeling that wasn't just one-time thing, but
that's what you're saying. Why'd you start the meeting? The meeting started. He gets there. That's what the meeting starts.
you wait for that guy. That guy's special. He was late getting to the game too sometimes. He still went out there pulling out 3 sacks.
That was the story about how John Wooden used to sit in the lobby of the hotel and the bus would be loading up. He would wait till Walt got on the bus and that's when he would get on the bus.
Good effort. He started the motorcycle and kick step right there.
I think his high school coach, Ed McCaffrey's proud coach watching that one right there.
Christian,
how about that?
Was an interesting prospect. A lot of good film on him. He's an Eagle Scout. He's done a great job with some of these drills. This drill right here, obviously, this is more of a tackle drill than a guard drill, but we're talking about the punch and the redirect as you kick out, and now you're kicking back inside. It's almost like there's a twist that way. So you see, as the center snapping it, it's a little bit of a different world. But a couple things to just look at as these guys are doing the drills, as they kick out with that right leg and they go to change direction. Can they start with the left leg? Can they move back as a power step and gain ground around with that left leg, they can change direction. Their upper body, DJ.
Yeah.
You don't want the tilts.
No doubt. Orlando Brown Jr. just tweeted out, food for thought. The mental is just as important as the physical when scouting offensive line. I'm also only tweeting this because I'm slow. I have to blur it out. He ran a 5.85 40 in the 2018 Combine, slowest by any player that went on to be drafted. He's done quite well for himself.
That's why being down there in the field for that, Rich, when that happened, I know it was like, oh my gosh, that is so slow. And, all the line coach were like, get here. Dudes busting dudes' cheek jaws left and right. Like, that's what I care about. That's the last 40 left the road.
I wanted to hit Taylor with this one while we were going to this show. Taylor, the connection between your feet and your hands. I mean, I think it's tough to explain, but you see guys when you're watching them where they're kind of segmented, they're not connected. But how important is it to be connected with your hands and your feet?
Yeah, you just get overall body control is so incredibly important. It's such a unique position being in a pass set because it's not like you're running mechanics where if your left leg is up, your right arm is up, and so on and so forth. So it takes a lot of repetition, both mentally and physically, to get your body so you're not leaning one way or the other and having your hands work with your feet. And that shows this show off great when they're able to take a pass set, punch the rusher, and then get back into what would be a linebacker or a free man running on a 5-man protection. So that stuff is obviously extremely important. I was telling Shawnee in one of the breaks when I first got to the league, I didn't use my hands at all in Michigan. I was just all feet and everything. Great Mike Stoller, assistant offensive line coach of the Tennessee Titans, Tom me. He's like, listen, we done late.
What's going on, Joey?
Hey, are you live?
Yeah.
All right. I don't have much time, but I figured you were. I didn't know you were live on, so I just called you. I was just watching a couple drills, the offensive lineman. And Rosenberg, he looks like a first-round pick.
Who's that?
Rosengarten.
Rosengarten, yeah. He's rebounded. Very good Senior Bowl and very good Combine. The downside is he played awful in the national title against Michigan, but he's been money ever since that game.
Yeah, I think that might have been a wake-up call for him. So, I mean, he definitely rebounded. He looks good right now. I saw that kick slide, and I was like, whoa. That guy can get out there, he can move, he can get to the outside, he can hit you, he can get back. You know, he's agile, he's fast. He's everything you want in a franchise left tackle. Now, as Orlando Brown said, hey, as much mental as it is physical, I don't know. I haven't heard anything about the interviews for offensive linemen yet. We're going to see about that. We're going to see what it shows. But as Orlando Brown said, he was slow as shit. He was slow as shit. So we're going to see what the mental side comes from. I think he's got the physical side.
So 22 offensive linemen in Group 2 have not made a bad decision yet in the on the field drills today. This is Group 2 currently at the moment. So that's 22 different offensive linemen that have Jacob Monk was very good up until the pass rush drill at right tackle, but, you know, it's like there's so many guys in Group 2 that have stood out. Well, Jacob Monk actually has done well in all the drills. He's one of the 22 linemen I mentioned. But Patrick Paul, there's just a lot of guys in Group 2 that have stood out to the point where it's really hard to pick a clear-cut winner. But that's a good problem to have if you need offensive linemen this year. That's a very good problem to have.
Oh, absolutely. Because even teams with a number of good offensive linemen, I've heard the Browns are going to potentially retool their line. I've heard the Patriots are getting rid of a couple of their older guys, and they're retooling their line. Seahawks are retooling their line. Good offensive line, they're getting older.
We did have a question from a fan on our show. He asked where Luke McCaffrey is going to go. I replied that I think there's a few teams, Texans, Broncos, Cowboys, 49ers, Patriots, Browns, and Jaguars are 7 candidates for Luke McCaffrey. Kickaball Pod, he's a soccer guy I talked to on Instagram about the MLS draft. He wanted to know where Luke McCaffrey's going to head to. Where do you think Luke McCaffrey's going to head to, in your personal opinion, Joey?
My personal opinion, there is a place for him. I think he can fit in either in the slot or in the 8. He's got good hands. He did miss a few balls in a couple of the drills, but they looked like more he was taking his eyes off of him than he had bad hands. That's in the concentration. Get a good coach, he can work that out of him. I think he goes those teams that you mentioned with this. I think a team like Arizona, who would need that jack ball trade, is going to be in the mix, and he could potentially fit in there somewhere between the 3rd and 4th round. I don't think he falls past, but I think the concentration issues may have him slide down to that range.
Yeah. Cardinals is another good one you mentioned. I think those are some teams that could be in the running for Rice receiver Luke McCaffrey.
And don't forget, he also went to Rice. Not Christmas.
Yeah.
So he will fix the mental issues.
Yeah.
So you also have to take that into consideration.
Yep. I think it's been a very interesting day, very fun day. I think Alt is now probably OT1 again. It's weird because last year, heading into last year's draft, heading into last year's draft, I had Joe Alt ahead of Fashanu. And then when I watched the tape this year, I had Fashanu ahead of Alt. And most people had Fashanu ahead of Alt heading into last year when I had Alt ahead of Fashanu. Now most people have Alt ahead of Fashanu. And I had Fashanu ahead of Alt until today. I think Alt had the better 40 time. I think the fact that he's bigger, the fact that he participated in all the on-the-field drills and Fashanu got injured, I think that makes Alt the leader right now to be the first offensive tackle drafted. But that race between those two is going to be a tight one up until the very end. And I could see either guy being the first guy off the board. It really feels like a 1A, 1B situation, Joey.
Well, I've only been off work for 15 minutes. I haven't seen all the drills. I've only seen a small snippet of them. I only saw the pass rush drills and a couple others on my mobile app here.
Yeah.
So
Fashanu and Mims got hamstring injuries during the 40-yard dash, so that's why they couldn't work out. I'm not saying Fashanu wouldn't have crushed it, but we know Alt crushed it in the first group for the on-the-field drills. So
yeah, and I'll be able to watch everything here a little bit later because they're just going to do it inside the NFL or inside the NFL draft, and then they're going to get right back to the whole damn thing over. So.
Yeah, because that's what the NFL Network does. If you have it at home, you can basically just, after Total Access ends, they're going to re-air the entirety of the combine, so you'll be able to catch up on what you missed. That's the great part.
And the fun part about it was, after we watched it yesterday, I went to bed. I was waking up on my computer, replaying the NFL draft.
Yep.
So there's that little fun fact. It's not the NFL draft, the NFL combine. So I got to hear it and watch it, and let's do it second time.
Yep.
Well, I got ahead.
All right. Take it easy, man, and hopefully you get home safely.
Thank you. And I'll talk to you in a bit.
All right, later. That was Joseph Potter, the co-host of Saturday's podcast. I've been watching the mirror drill and listening to Joey have some conversations, and it's going to be an interesting rest of the combine, to say the least. 22 players have just dominated every single drill for Group 2. I'm going to have a lot of winners. I mean, Alt for me is probably the biggest winner right now. I still think Fashanu's a top 10 pick, but I have Alt as my number 1 offensive tackle now. So you know, Joe Alt going to be the first winner. I don't think Fashanu's a loser necessarily, but I think Alt is now the favorite to be the first tackle off the board. And that makes Alt the first winner for day. I have Mims in round 2 now. I think Mims getting injured really may end up knocking him down to round 2. So I'm going to put him in the day 4. But it's tough. It's really tough to get a gauge on where these linemen are going to end up going. I have Kingsley. I have Fatanu in round 2. I have Blake Fisher in round 3. Joshua Gray was not at the combine, so he's probably a day 3 pick now. Walter Rouse had a great combine. He's really stood out in Group 2, so I'm probably going to move him up. I think Walter Rouse now has a chance to go in day 2. Delmar Glaze has had some of his moments. Lau Meta's had a really good day. I'm honestly going to move him ahead of Veldarius Henderson. So I have Lau Meta in round 4 now. So Lau Meta, probably a winner for me. So I have Lau Meta as a winner. And I do have Rosengarten.
Visit XfinityMobile.com today to learn more.
You are just minutes away from another live edition of Total Access. Wrapping up the 4 days. NFL Scouting Combine presented to you by the Bulls. Break down the quarterbacks, receivers, offensive linemen, tight ends, D-line, linebackers, secondaries. We'll cover it all. Davis, why not? Also, even if it's kicking. Well, they still have to compete with a lot. Okay, you can save it. Not bad. You can find that on NFL Plus, I'm sure. Okay. So we came into the week and we were like, boy, there are some great positions out here. Wide receiver, offensive line in particular. They all showed up, didn't they? Yeah, check. Whatever we were talking about, and look, the wide receivers, we know that's part of the glamour position.
All right, so I'm going to add I accidentally put the same tackle in my rankings twice, so I'm going to add somebody else. And the person I'm going to add is KT Leviston out of Kansas State. I thought he had a great day, played his way into the 5th round.
So let me ask you this. Last time I checked, there's still only 32 first-round picks. Yes. Based on what we saw here, I feel like there's 70. The way we have talked, and look, it's not just us. It's when we talk with scouts, when we talk with personnel people, when we talk with anyone around the league, we talk about, oh, yeah, well, I think he's a first-round guy. I think he can go to the top 15. I think go to the top 20. By the time you're done adding it up, the first round is now everyone gets 2 picks. That's what it's turned into. My gut feeling is most teams do not have 32 players with a first-round grade on the board, even though we will have them go in the first round. I just wonder after this combine, guys who were close with that first-round grade, how many of them became first-rounders like Xavier Worthy, who was very close to it. I'm pretty sure he
jumped into it, where there's some linemen that did it, where there's some secondary players that did it. We go right on down the line, and each team will have a different board. But I do think a few guys who were close already jumped themselves into first-round consideration after this combine.
Okay, so Charles, you can't talk about the draft at the end of April without first talking about free agency frenzy, which starts in 8 days right here on NFL Network. So what are you keeping your eye on over the next 2 weeks?
They know the lazy one and the easy one, but the one that's most relevant is the quarterbacks in free agency frenzy, because the first.
So most of the offensive line drills are done.
Which means that Justin Fields has to be dealt somewhere, because if you wait until free agency to try and do it, the price tag comes way down. So if you're going to get the most maximum value, you've got to get Justin Fields to someone else before we get to free agency. Now, the kicker is those teams understand that. So they're going to wait him out as long as they can to try and bring the value down. So it'll be an interesting dance about who really has the interest in Justin Fields. Is it
So Julian Pearl will put him in the
who else is out there available, looking for a quarterback that could be a short-term deal? But all I know is this. I don't care who it is in free agency, whether it's Justin Fields, Russell Williams, Kirk Cousins, that doesn't preclude those teams from still taking a first-round quarterback if they still.
So I've got my winners and losers.
Chicago Bears are going with Caleb Williams. Then Washington at 2. You have to imagine their own quarterback. 7 straight years they had a different opening day starting QB. The big question is 3 with New England, with a new regime in there, new coaching staff and everything. It feels like they have to go that direction, but it feels like that's the pressure point, or do you not buy that?
No, I think the pressure point's actually too in Washington.
You do?
Yeah, the only reason I say that pressure point meaning which quarterback.
Gotcha.
Okay? Because if I'm saying Caleb Williams is going 1 to Chicago, is it Jaden Daniels or Drake May going 2? That's what I believe. J.J. McCarthy has put himself in the consideration to go higher than maybe people thought, but I'm not sure he gets to that level. And I do think that Jaden Daniels will hold a lot of value and a lot of intrigue, because Washington has hired Dan Quinn as their new head coach, and defensive-minded head coaches go nuts about quarterbacks who can do things off schedule, run the football. Can Drake May do those things? Yes. But you see Jaden Daniels run the ball? He's the next Lamar Jackson in terms of coming out of college that we've seen since Lamar Jackson running the ball from the quarterback position.
Really good draft.
Daniels has a great opportunity to go to Washington.
Real quickly, 30 seconds here. J.J. McCarthy, did he move up into the top 10? Is somebody going to have to trade up for him?
It wouldn't surprise me at all, because I'm eyeing the Giants at 6. I'm sitting there at the Giants at 6. I know Daniel Jones is going to come back this year, but it's one more year before they can get out of that big deal that they have. J.J. McCarthy would fit the bill there for them. Imagine him getting a year to wait and watch, and then still go play. Because lately, the quarterbacks who've had to wait have had more success, even though all I say every time, if you draft someone in the top 10, he's going to play sooner rather than later. It's just the way it is. I don't care how you cut it. He's going to do that.
By the way, the most quarterbacks taken in the top 10 of the draft was 2018. We had 4 in the top 10. Can we get to 4 and say the top 8?
Can we get 6 overall in the first round?
Oh, come on now.
I'd be surprised if we got that test.
That could be fun. You'll have to find out. April 25th. Draft begins right here on the NFL Network. Charles Davis, your pro. Classiest guy in the biz. Hey, right back up to the booth. Hang out with Rick, the DJ, or the combine. Come your way.
I know things aren't easy. I wonder if you know that we can get help. Love, your mind.
So those are, so pretty much all of my notes are, you can see the linemen. I am going to end the live stream because all my notes for the combine are done. And, you know, I'm going to promote this. I'll promote the live stream. I do appreciate everybody coming in, asking questions. It's a lot of fun to break this down. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Yeah, we gotta Yes, so that's gonna do it for this. Can see the write-up. I'll post a link to the article on social media on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn. If you have any of those platforms and you know me, you can go to those platforms, read the article. And if you watch this entire live stream, thank you very much. I'm very grateful for that. This is Chris Ransom. I'm officially signing off from the 2024 NFL Combine. We'll be back next week on Talk Shoe. So if you've got questions, fire them away because there's a good chance Joey and I will answer them during the live stream next Saturday. All right. And Saturday we'll be previewing each MLB team to the best of our ability. And we'll pick our winners for each division. And if you paid attention to the Combine, you kind of got an idea of who we're going with here. But, I'll pull up my MLB mock draft and I'll give you a list of the players on each team. So that'll be it for this live stream. All right, they're still in Indianapolis technically.
I think the biggest takeaway for me is just how deep of a class this is. It's been resoundingly evident talking to people this week here at the Combine that you're going to have to pick the winner, and it's not just going to come in the first or second round. But the number that I'm hearing, people are expecting roughly 8 tackles to go in the first round. It could be unprecedented, actually. The other big takeaway, the receivers yesterday, and just how deep of a class that was.
I have 5 tackles with first round grades. I have an early second on Mims after the Combine, but I have 10 offensive tackles with first or second round grades. 13 with day 1 or day 2 grades out of 30. So it is a strong class at the top. All right, so it'll be March 25th or March 31st when we start the March 25th. Monday, March 25th will be the day we start the group mock. I'm not starting a group mock on April Fool's Day. That's just a cruel prank. So it's gonna be Monday, March 25th, unless something changes. All right, but yeah, you'll get MLB notes, NHL trade deadline, and MLB season previews, and an NFL free agency preview. A bit of a bundle for next Saturday's podcast with Joey and myself. But yeah, that'll do it. I'm Chris Ransom. Appreciate Kick a Ball Pod questions during the Combine. I appreciate Joey, and I appreciate everybody who posted questions. Listen to this live stream in its entirety. We're at 499 subscribers now. 1 away from monetization on YouTube. 1 away. We're an extra point away from reaching our goal of getting 500 subscribers before the draft. So hit that like button and subscribe to the channel today. So long from the Utopia of Sports.